going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again. That's my Twitter handle if you don't already know. My name's Egal. This is EGTV. We're back with another video, and today I got a good one for you guys. Yesterday, I did not do anything Arsenal related. Today, we're back with the stories. We got 20 different articles that I read, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys. But before we go any further, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that like button. Let's get over 200 likes today. Help me grow. Help the channel grow. And you know what? We bring you better content as much as we can. Everything we do, we provide for free. Right now, I need you guys to smash that like button while you guys can. And let's get the show started right about now. You already know what it is. The Kitty G. After 1 hour, I will be putting the link in the description so anyone can jump on. For the first 30 minutes, I'm just going to be running through the stories. If you want to read, the stories are all in the description below. And you know what? Go check out everything that I put in the at the beginning over here. Go check out my Twitter handle. It's right down there. Right down there. Go check out my channel. There's so much content. And you know what? Also go check out the Discord. The Discord, the Gunner World Discord, right there. The link's right there. So anyone who wants to do that. And also, we're doing a fantasy competition this season. So go check out the Euros fantasy. It's in the comment section of my community. And let's get the show started. The only way we can get it started with 3, 2, 1, bang. All right, so yo guys, today we got a good video, but let's get the show started the right way. All right, so we're going to be talking about some stuff. We're going to be talking about Granit Xhaka out, Ruben Neves in. We're going to be getting a Wolves fan over here to talk about this story with us, the man Bibi from Wolves Talk. We're going to get him in. Also, we're going to be talking about some other stuff. We're going to be talking about Hector Bellerin and how he could be headed to Spain. There's 2 clubs fighting over him over there in Spain, in Sevilla, and you got Villarreal, Unai Emery's club, fighting over him. Right? Then we also got Granit Xhaka. We're going to be talking about Granit Xhaka, the man that splits opinions. We're going to be talking about him. Right? We're also going to be getting into a certain Jose Mourinho tapping up Granit Xhaka, having conversations behind the club's back. You know what? I'm lying. The club gave permission for Granit Xhaka to speak to Jose Mourinho. They're going to get this conversation going. It's going to happen. But also, we're going to be talking about an update, special update from the man himself, Chris Whitley. He on Twitter said, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, his situation has changed. There's an update on his situation. And you know what? The man he's holding, Emil Smith-Rowe, has recently given us hopes for the fact that he may be signing a new contract sooner than later. Let's get the show started. But also, what are we going to be talking about? Saliba. If you don't know, there's been some Saliba dramas. Saliba has been loaned out twice. He might get loaned out a 3rd time to Newcastle. 3 times. Hell no, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. But yeah, Emil Smith-Rowe is close to signing that new deal, my star boy. Oh, what is this? Ben White to Arsenal for 50 mil? Get out of here. If we're giving Brighton 50 mil, it's only for Basuma, in my opinion. None of that. None of that. Yo, who's this? A Swedish striker named Alexander Isak linked to Arsenal? Does that mean Lacazette's leaving? Does that mean who's leaving? Who's leaving to make room for Isak to come in? We got to find out. We got to find out. What else is happening? Yo, there's another midfielder we're trying to get. Another Norwegian we're trying to get. And it's not Martin Odegaard. Guess what? Sheffield United have dropped their price from 45 million to now 35 million. They've dropped it 10 million pounds lower than the valuation that we originally got told. But you know what? It's still not close enough for Arsenal to make that bid, in my opinion. No way Arsenal's bidding 35 million for this guy. I rate him, but not 35 million. 22 million, we can talk. And what else we got? What else we got? Oh my God, none other than the former Real Madrid goalkeeper, the current PSG goalkeeper, also being linked to Arsenal. What is going on with this transfer news? Today is just the first day of the transfer. This is the first day of the opening of the transfer window, and we're being linked to everybody plus the kitchen sink. Let's continue this video. What's going on, guys? Oh, how did I leave out the most important bit? Daniel Ike is preparing a new bid. Apparently, he's raised his price from 1.8 billion to now 2 billion. Let's see what happens. But yeah, you guys already know the show's going to start right about now. All the sources are in the description. Let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show started. But yeah, first things first, I want to say hi to everybody in the comment section. I want to say hi to everybody watching the channel. Big up to everybody who's subscribed to the channel and watching this channel for me and everything that we do, Arsenal related, football related, and even just all general sports related. I appreciate you guys. We hit a new milestone of 5K. And you know what? I'm so gassed and I'm so happy for all you guys who've helped me out grow throughout this whole time. If anything, I don't ask for anything in return. I just ask you guys to smash that like button, show me you guys care and appreciate the content. And that's how we grow together. And you know what? Put whatever you want in the comment section. Today, the first 30 minutes, I'm just going to be reading the comments. I'm going to be watching. I'm just going to describe what's going on at the club. And then I'm going to add the regulars in. At the 20-minute mark, I'm going to have my guy, Bibi, coming in from what do you call it? Talking Wolves. And you know what? It's going to be a fun time. But let's get the show started. Good evening, Egal. Kroenke don't accept offer, says my guy. We're Gunners Arsenal. Okay. Off it, Will. Ah, man. Why did you fall out with Terry? I seen it all over Twitter. Nah, man, that's bullshit, man. Me and Terry are cool. Terry's got my number. He can call me right now. There's no problems. What are you talking about? Isak over Lacazette? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Young up-and-coming guy. Mo Hader just commented backing you. What are you talking about? Sub to Mo. Okay, yeah, go sub to Mo. YouTube, Twitter drama happens all the time. I don't know what you're on about. Yep, I don't know what you're on about. My guy, yep, yo, what's good? Isaac hype. Isaac's coming. He's a GOAT. Reading 20 articles. Man said getting paid. Yo, what happened between you and Terry? I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. I've never seen anything happen between me and Terry. Me and Terry are cool. What do you call it? Yo, you are a kid. No, I'm not a kid, man. I'm a grown-ass man. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for that. My guy, Mohela. What do you call it? Big up, Sean. Smash that like button, people. Alexander. Yeah, fire emoji. Big up, Egal. Thanks, guys. It's Talking Wolves, I think it's not Talking Wolves. Yeah, it's Talking Wolves, not Wolves Talk. Yeah, I know. What? I think it's Talking Wolves. Yeah, it is. Stop talking about... What do you mean? No one mentioned it except for you. What do you call it? What? Moise Keane's linked. What are you guys talking about? Right? To Arsenal bid. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Big up, Egal. Yo, thanks, man. Ben White, people are laughing. 50 million people are laughing. Eddie and Kedia. Terry has flipped on Egal. No, he hasn't. What are you talking about? This guy's just talking random. This guy just likes beef and dramas. Egal, what happened, bro? What's happening? Nothing, man. We're just kicking it. We're doing our thing. You know what it is? We're doing our thing right now. We're just kicking it. But yo, post a link in the chat. We ain't posting the link in the chat yet. But yo, let's get this show started the right way. First things first. We're gonna go to the first story. The first story is none other than Arsenal have lowered the price for Hector Bellerin. Arsenal have looked at the price for Hector Bellerin and they said to themselves, you know what? I don't think we can get any money for Hector Bellerin, and if we're gonna try to offer, if we're gonna make people pay that much money, I don't think Hector Bellerin's gonna leave. So what did the club do? They said, you know what? We're gonna have to lower his valuation. We're gonna have to make it a more realistic price for people to be willing to pay. And you know what? I think the price that they've now lowered it to from where it was just last summer, where it was around 35 million they wanted for Hector Bellerin. Now they're asking for the price of what? They're asking for just 20 million for Hector Bellerin. And in my opinion, 20 million for Hector Bellerin is a decent price. Hector Bellerin is not worth that much in this market, in today's market. In my opinion, Hector Bellerin is not one of the best players. He's not one of the best right backs. He's not going to do that well. In my opinion. If you guys want him, if you want him to leave, I don't think he's going to leave unless we lower the price. And the fact that we've lowered the price to that price, it makes it more feasible. It makes it more realistic. It makes it more understandable that Hector Bellerin goes for about 20 million. 20 million sounds about right, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section right now. 20 million for Hector Bellerin. Are you guys taking that? Are you happy with 20 million? Are you happy with 20 million? Yes or no? Thumbs up or thumbs down for 20 million for Hector Bellerin. You let me know, guys. You let me know what you guys think. 20 million for Hector Bellerin. What do you think? What do you think, guys? What do you think? 20 million. I think 20 million is realistic. I think 20 million is fair. I think we're not going to get more than 20 million, in my opinion. So some people say yes, 20 million, 25, go for it. Someone says Bellerin isn't going for 30 million if he's English, even if he's English madness. Thumbs up. I'm happy with 20 million. Yes, let him go for 20 million. The first question of the day is, Hector Bellerin, for 20 million, do you sell or do you keep? 20 million. I think 20 million is realistic. I think 20 million is fair. I think 20 million is a realistic price. We shouldn't be looking for too much more than 20 million for Hector Bellerin, in my opinion. But yeah, 20 million for Hector Bellerin. That's the first opening story. And that story came from none other than, you already know what it is. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check it out. The story is there. It's in the description. You guys can see where it's from, right? The next story is a mad one, though. The next story is a mad one. The next one kind of pissed me off. Why are we doing this? Only Arsenal Football Club buys one of the best youngsters in the world. Only Arsenal Football Club buys one of the best youngsters in the world in Saliba and then does not play him. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Why the hell did we pay that much money for Saliba when he and then bring him in, send him back on loan, and then never play him? It makes no sense. What are these guys smoking? I don't know. They don't talk to us about their transfer strategies. They don't tell us who the major targets are. They don't tell us what's going on. But you know what? In my opinion, it's just a madness. It's just a madness. It's just a madness. Absolute madness. But yo, check this out, people. Check this out. Check this out. So Saliba is supposedly was linked to going on loan to what? Saliba's linked to be going on loan? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Why would Saliba go on loan to Newcastle right now? Makes no sense. I don't think Saliba's going on loan. I think this is fake news. Thumbs down for me. I'm asking everyone in the comment section right now, is this fake news or is this real news? What do you guys think? Fake news, real news? Let me know right now. Tell me what you guys think. I want to hear it from you guys. I want to hear what you guys think. We're keeping Saliba for fuck's sake. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My guy's saying Alexander Isak's lit. Yo, Alexander Isak's lit. You know that. You know he's lit, bro. He's lit. Everyone knows he's lit, bro. We're getting that guy. If we get him, yo, it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick if we get him. But yo, do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. I think Itest will have to become an Arsenal fan at that point. He might have to become an Arsenal fan. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. He is an Arsenal fan too. So why would we ruin his hopes and dreams of playing for his boyhood club? It makes no sense. But yo, people, smash that like button. Let's get this over 100 likes before we add the guys in, right? And then the next story. Woo-wee! The next story is an interesting one to say the least. Now, I don't care about the price that these guys are telling me, but Sander Berge, there's no way I am paying 35 million for Sander Berge. I'm sorry. He could be the best player on the planet. Sheffield United need to lower that price, bro. They got relegated. How are they trying to hold Arsenal for extortion? 35 million. Are you silly? Get out of here, man. 22 million and you have a deal. But 35? Come on. We can get Aouar for less than that. Why are we going to spend that much money on my guy here when he's probably our fourth option? Probably going to get Ruben Neves over him, right? But yo, my guy Bibi's coming on soon. You guys are going to chat to him in a bit. He's coming on in a bit. We're going to get him on. He's going to be talking to us about everything that has to do with Arsenal, Arsenal's possible bid for Neves. We're going to talk about that in a second, but just wait 1 second. Yo, people are saying the Saliba story is definitely fake. Okay, yo, my guy's saying Ben White for 50 million, you know. Who started this rumor? Yo, let's find out. Let's find out. You want to know about that Ben White story? Yo, let's go to that Ben White story right now, because you know what? These stories are just coming out of nowhere. They're just crazy stories. So Ben White, he gets into England, and then all of a sudden he's supposed to be going for 50 million. How the hell did this guy get to the England team? First of all, I don't even know how he got into England team, but 50 mil? Get out of here. 50 mil. Are you on? What do you? What? Makes no sense. Makes no sense, bro. 50 million for this guy. Yo, people, thumbs up or thumbs down. 50 mil, you know. I'd rather get Tapsoba. Like, why are we spending 50 mil on Ben White? I know he did good at Leeds. I know he did okay at Brighton, but come on, 50 mil? What are we on? Are we throwing away money like nothing? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You gotta wonder what Edu's doing. You gotta wonder what Edu and these men are doing right now. If they're trying to spend 50 mil on these kind of players, it makes no sense. I'm confused. What are these guys doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Yo, it makes no sense what these guys are doing. Because if you look at Edu's in Portugal, right? I thought Edu was doing some business while he was in Portugal. I thought Edu was doing some mad business while he was in Portugal, right? I thought Edu was on some serious like business trip while he was in Portugal. Have you guys seen what Edu's doing in Portugal? Yo, Edu's not serious, man. Edu's not serious. The man's on a boat, kicking it. He's jet skiing. Man's jet skiing. The man is jet skiing. The transfer window opened yesterday. Our tactical director is jet skiing. Yo, you think I'm lying? Look at this. Troops tweeted it himself. This is from Edu's Twitter account. Yo, Mandem, what's going on at Arsenal? We got people jet skiing. Literally. This is mad. This is mad. This makes no sense. I honestly don't get it. I honestly don't get it. People are laughing. Yeah, it's a funny thing, bro. It's fucking hilarious. People are pissed off. Of course. He's on vacation. He's taking time off. Who is doing the transfers? How are we doing transfers when our tactical our director is over there jet skiing? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. It makes no sense. Absolutely makes no sense. What is Edu's actual Twitter, Instagram? Okay, I found him. I found him. So yo, if you go on Edu's Instagram, you're gonna be shocked, guys. The man is literally on vacation. He's in Portugal. He's kicking it. The man's an Instagram model. The man is an Instagram model. That's what he's doing right now. That's what he's doing right now. It's actually sad. It's actually sad. The state of affairs at Arsenal right now. I love my club, but yo, we actually love to make jokes about ourselves. Now we already know about Hector Bellerin and everything else, but there's this guy, Joan Jordan. Who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this guy? Have you guys heard of this guy? I haven't heard about him. I've seen articles about him. I've seen Arsenal with link to him, but I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Who is this guy? Can I even find a picture of him? Can I even find a picture of him? All right, so yo, so this is who we're linked to. Sevilla player, interesting. So Arsenal is looking to spend money, you know, but why are we being linked to randoms? So we're being linked to some guy out of Sevilla. If you guys check number 7 on the paper, we're being linked to him. It just makes no sense, people. It makes no sense. Why are we being linked to a 51 million pound midfielder from Sevilla when we can't even pay for a 35 million pound number 1 target in from Norwich? What is going on? What is going on? So we're being linked to this guy. His name is Joan Jordan. Joan Jordan apparently has a 51 million pound release clause over there in Spain for Sevilla. I don't think we're gonna buy him. I don't get it. But yo, people, we move. Because if you want to read the rest of the article from that story, you can go to number 7 in the comments in the description. It clearly states the 51 million pound player is on Arsenal's agenda. He's one of the players that Arsenal might be looking at. And you know what? This is by the Sports Witness. So the Sports Witness said this. Sports Witness. Who's that? Never heard of him. But the Sports Witness said this. This is fake. People are saying fake. People are already saying fake. Fake news, real news, guys. What do you think? Tell me. Tell me in the comment section right now. Do you think it's fake? Do you think it's real? I need to know. I need to know what you guys think. Give me your feelings. Do you know this kid? Is he a baller? Let me know, guys. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this guy is. But one guy we do know that we got from Spain last year, Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey was supposedly sacked from the Ghanaian from the guy. I don't know. They're saying he was sacked from the Ghana team, or like sacked from the camp or something. He wasn't taking it serious. He was late. That was the reports. But apparently, another fake news. Fake news again. So apparently, Thomas Partey was sacked. But no, the story is Thomas Partey was actually given time off by the Ghanaian national team to take some time off away from this. The national team gave him a dismissal, and he arrived late to training one day. Apparently, supposedly, apparently he arrived late to a friendly, but no, the actual truth is one of the former coaches gave him time off, where the reports are saying he came late. But you know what? This is rubbish. This is not true. This is not real. This is fake news. Yep, Jesus, I'm off. This is rubbish. Yeah, it is rubbish. It is rubbish. That guy said no. These rumors, man, they keep coming out of nowhere. Fake news everywhere, flying left, right, center. But you know what's not fake news? What's not fake news is that we possibly could be getting rid of, we possibly could be getting rid of Granit Xhaka, and we could be bringing in a replacement for Granit Xhaka. But in the meanwhile, we're trying to find alternatives to some of these guys. And in my opinion, there is a guy in Turkey. There's a guy in Turkey. Who the fuck? Whoever reads this. What? Yo, you're getting blocked, mate. You're getting blocked. None of that. You're getting blocked. But yo, my opinion, I don't think we're gonna get him. But a lot of people have been linking us to this Turkish brother, Hakan KALHANOGLU. I can't say his name. I struggle to say his name. I always struggle to say his name. But we've been linked to him, and apparently AC Milan have offered him a new contract. I don't think we're gonna get him. But apparently AC Milan have offered him a new contract. He looks like he's going to be getting a new contract from AC Milan. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see, right? I'm about to add my first guest, but before I do that, let's just look at one more thing before we do that. You guys do know this guy, this has come from a reliable source. According to sources, Arsenal are considering a move for Hakan, the AC Milan attacking midfielding option. The journalist James Benji said this in a recent tweet. So this is what they're saying. But yo, before we get started, let's give a round of applause to my first guest today from Talking Wolves, my guy, Bibi, the Wolves fan. How you doing, bro?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm doing good, man. Yo, I brought you on here today because Arsenal are linked to 3 Wolves players in the past couple days, right?
Yeah.
And before we get into Ruben Neves, we need to first talk about some of the ridiculous things that I've been seeing on social media lately. So today, we were linked to none other than you're gonna laugh. You're gonna think this is crazy. We've been linked to ADAMA TRAORE.
Whoa.
Now, I know this sounds crazy, but the reason why I had to bring this up first is because this was one of the stories that came up today, and I'm just going to show you guys. I'm going to add you in James Harden in a bit, but this ADAMA TRAORE story, do you think it's fake or real? First of all,
I'm personally, I think there's an element of truth behind it. The reports coming out from the club that we need money desperately this window. So it doesn't shock me that Arsenal are in the race for ADAMA TRAORE. I think that the rumour from what was reported from our guys, they've basically come out and said, if we get bids of around about 40+ million for ADAMA TRAORE, then yeah, we'd be willing to let him go.
Okay, so Arsenal have joined the race to sign reported Chelsea target ADAMA TRAORE. According to this gentleman right here, I cannot pronounce his name even if I tried, so I'm not going to try, right? ADAMA TRAORE equals a stronger Willock. My guy, Tim Smith in the chat, big up to this guy. He said, set to become Spurs manager. Who's that? Never heard of him. Okay, and then no way we're getting that much. All right, so that was the first player. That was one of the players we were linked to from Wolves, right?
Yeah.
Now the next player we were linked to, former Arsenal legend Sol Campbell, linked us to none other than your captain, your leader, your best center back, the player who's representing you guys over there for England, Connor Cody. And what's the chances of you guys selling Connor Cody?
I really don't know. Actually, there's a lot of talk, especially with obviously with what's been going on in the club, how he was essentially the mentor with Nuno. I haven't really. I saw the link, and as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't be against him going, considering the style of play for what we're going to. But it'd be a strange move if he went to Arsenal. I can't see him leaving unless he hands in a transfer request. So I think that's kind of fake news, if I'm being honest.
Okay. So you think it's fake news? All right, people in the chat, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's fake news, real news, that Connor Cody could come to Arsenal? Now, of course, this was not actually a news article. This was just a former player linking us to the player, saying this is the kind of player he wants. This is the kind of player he thinks would do well. This is the kind of player he thinks is like the type of profile that we need. And you know what? A lot of people understand that and respect that. Now, I'm going to add in some of the guys to talk about Ruben Neves. We got two people here. We got James Hodden and we got Gunnar Express. How you guys doing?
Yo, it was good.
Chilling. So today, the first major story, the number one story that has been on a lot of people's mind over the past couple of days has been Ruben Neves to Arsenal. Now, this is why I brought you, bro. I wanted to hear from you, a Wolves fan. First things first, I wanted to hear how likely it is to happen. I want you to tell us a little bit about Ruben Neves, and I just want you to take it away and tell us what you think about the possible chances of him joining Arsenal and leaving your beloved club.
Yeah, so I think there is an element to this rumor where this is very, very true. A lot of sources are reporting this. The thing to obviously speak about with Ruben Neves is he is a very, very talented footballer, and he is an absolutely incredible defensive midfielder. He's someone who, you can have the ball on for long periods of time. He can switch it. He can make, very quick decisions, and everything that he does with an element of class to him. This season, not many people got to see the opportunity to see, the real best version of Ruben Neves. The sole reason why is because the system that we were playing, being very defensive, does not suit Ruben Neves' style. He was essentially playing as a defensive midfielder, a very, very good one, but that wasn't necessarily his role. He's someone who, the closest thing that you can look at him to, I'd say a very, very young Paul Scholes, in the sense of he could switch it, he could dictate a midfield single-handedly on his own, and he could really sort of bring greatness to a midfield. The best thing about him is obviously we got him in the Championship, and he was one of the best midfielders I've seen at Wolves, and he still is. He just oozes class, and I think there's a strong possibility that he'll go. For one, the reports are coming out that, again, we need money because of financial fair play regulations with ourselves. And secondly, Arsenal are in a position where it seems like, obviously, I don't know the ins and outs what goes on there, but it looks like Xhaka potentially is going. Obviously not on. Yeah, that's what one of the rumors coming in. Ruben Neves, for me, it could sound a little bit controversial. I think he is an upgrade, but the sole reason being him an upgrade is because you get someone who's a lot younger who can do the same role as Xhaka, but then he's also young enough to the point where he can still improve your midfield. And honestly, I think he'd be a seamless fit at your football club. And for £35 million as well, I think you've bagged yourself a bargain. And I've already accepted that, I think he's probably going to be going to Arsenal.
Okay, we add Rilis in here. Rilis, how you doing? Big up to everybody in the chat. Guys, we got a Wolves fan here, so you got to ask him your questions about Ruben Neves. My first question to you, mate, as Ruben Neves, is he press resistant?
It's a weird one with him because we've never really seen it. Because like he's someone who, when he's been pressed, like he can really move the ball, and he's very, very, very good at that. The problem is, and here's the problem that I feel as though that could be a little bit of a sign, is he isn't, very, very quick. He has got enough speed to the point where he can do something, but against, a half decent, very quick midfielder, that's the times he's had struggles with this season, and getting beaten at the first touch. Because he always does like to go in for the press straight away, but he does get beaten at his first touch one or two times. That's the only criticism you could have of him. But yeah, that's probably the best way to answer your question.
Okay. Okay. Now, Gunnar Express, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
James Harden, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
You guys, we need to ask our guys some questions because I personally don't think Granit Xhaka and Ruben Neves are that different in the type of player that they are. Do you think they're different players?
I think in terms of if you're going off the playing style, I don't think there's a lot of differences.
Would you swap Xhaka for Neves?
Ooh, I actually would. I think like he's done well. The problem is he's that from what I've seen on the outside looking in, he's got that side where he can be aggressive, and he's always got that sign of he's always on a yellow card. Like the first tackle you look at it, think it could be a yellow. And for me, I just think that Neves he's someone who he isn't an aggressive midfielder. Don't get me wrong, he does get booked, but he's not someone who will make stupid tackles no matter what the situation is. He's consistently calm, which I think is something that, most teams need.
Fair. Okay. Now, what do we have here? Gunnar Express, James Harden, you guys have any questions for my friend here? He's a Wolves fan. He watches Ruben Neves week in, week out. This is your time to ask a fan who watches him week in, week out. What does he think?
Yeah. On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate his long shot?
That is this season it's not been as noticeable, I'll be quite honest.
He's played deeper.
What's that, sorry?
He's played deeper.
Yeah, he's played a lot deeper, exactly. You're not going to see that as much. His free kicks are average at best. His last free kick was actually against Arsenal in the 3-1 victory at Molineux for Wolves. He hasn't scored a free kick since then. Don't get me wrong, when he hits them, there's a very, very good chance that they're going in. It's a case of when he does get the opportunities, he has actually looked all right. Just make sure he doesn't take free kicks.
Yeah.
Okay. Gunnar Express, you have a question?
No, not really.
Realist.
Yeah, I have one. With Ruben Neves, obviously his performances haven't been up to standard this season, and you can say that for Wolves as a whole. But in terms of his position, where do you think his best position has been? Because you've seen, he's played a 3-4-3, he's played at times a 3-5-2, he's played a 4-2-3-1. So, where do you think his best position is?
His best position for me is I like to describe him as like a number 6 in terms of he can like tackle, but he's better like properly in the center of midfield, because if you sit him very, very deep, as you've seen with Wolves this season, you're not going to get the best experiences out of Ruben Neves. But the thing is, obviously the question marks is, can he do it consistently in a 4? You can argue that he hasn't, obviously because of the style that Wolves have played this season. But at the same time, you could also argue the fact as well, the whole description of most Wolves fans that you speak to, they will say exactly the same as what I'm about to say. If you stick Ruben Neves next to a defensive midfielder who is just going to like tackle and sweep up the ball every single time, then you're going to get the best version of Ruben Neves. That's something that I think he's been missing. He hasn't had that person next to him. And I feel as though if he was to go to Arsenal, I think there's more opportunities that he's going to have that player next to him. It's all about the players next to him that, make him special.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, baby, thanks, man. Honestly, you've really given us a lot of insight on the player. You've really given us a lot of insight on what you think about him. Now, if you were to put your money, if you guys were this desperate for money, 35 million, do you feel like that's a good deal for Arsenal? Or do you feel like that is highway robbery in your sense? Like we're taking a really good scalp off you guys right now for that 35 million pound price.
I think given the fact that we need money, I'm a firm believer of unless he comes out and says he wants to leave the club, then I feel as though 35 million is a fair deal. I personally think we could potentially get like in the 40 million pound mark, just because of not just his reputation, but because of how important he's been for Wolves. Not just this season, but also over the past God knows how many years that he's been with us. So I think it's daylight robbery from a Wolves standpoint. From an Arsenal standpoint, £35 million for a midfielder who he's going to get better. He's not going to be a midfielder who's, going to play one season, then you're going to worry about his legs being there. That's what the worries from me, what it seemed like. With him, you're going to get improvements week in, week out.
Who's this manager that Tottenham signed? What's going on?
He's Portuguese. I think we was linked with him.
It's Paulo Fonseca. He was at Roma and he lost 6-2 to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and 8-5 to United.
He's in talks. He hasn't even signed the deal yet.
Yeah, but he's a poor manager, to be honest.
Yeah, let's hope he signs. He finished Conference League with Roma, so he's trash.
He's basically, as I like to call him, he's the Italian Arteta.
He's almost as worse as Arteta.
He's not good.
He's not good. Yeah, Bibi, what's the likelihood of us taking 2 players from Wolves this season? Because we've now been linked to Ruben Neves, we've been linked to Connor Cody, and we've also been linked to ADAMA Traore. I don't see us going in for either ADAMA Traore or Ruben or Connor Cody seriously, but Ruben Neves does look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, that one for me looks, if anything's going to happen, that's going to be the one, because one of the reasons he's also being sold as well, and you'll actually find this quite unbelievable. If you exclude under 23 players that are in the Wolves squad, we have only got 8 first-team players, so we kind of need money to strengthen the whole squad. So £35 million coming into us would give us the opportunity to bulken up the squad from our standpoint. At the same time, he's going over to an Arsenal team where there's a lot of ambition that's shown, not just on the pitch, but there's also obviously the talks of the takeover off the pitch. He's joining a project at Arsenal, and he is the perfect player as one of the first players to get in and say, look, and I think that gives a massive sign to the rest of the Premier League as well, is to say that you're getting Ruben Neves for £35 million and you're not even done there. That is, I don't know about you, but that would excite me if I was an Arsenal fan.
Okay, so the next question I'm about to ask is going to probably it's two-parted actually.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a two-parted question. But before we do that, big up to everybody watching on Twitter, everyone watching on Facebook, right? This is we're going to be going on for a while because there's a lot of Arsenal stuff to talk about, but we need to get this question out and ask him: how does Ruben Neves really upgrade our Arsenal midfield? Is he an upgrade to our midfielders that we currently have? I know if I ask Gunnar Express, his answer is,
well, yeah, because our midfielders are shit.
I know if I ask James Harden, it's probably
Xhaka shit.
Same thing with Realist.
Yeah, he improves it.
I think personally, the profile of player would just replace Granit Xhaka. He might be a better player, but is he that big of a step up? I'm not. Now, I remember when Kepa was replaced by Mendy, Chelsea fans said, "You know what? Is Kepa that much worse than Mendy?" But you know what happened? Mendy seemed to be that much better, and it just goes to show. But my question to you is Ruben Neves really going to upgrade Arsenal's midfield?
In my personal opinion, I would say yes. I don't think it's going to be an immediate. I think it will be one of them where it will be an upgrade. But the thing is, it's only going to get better as time goes on. And I feel as though in the games that I've seen Granit Xhaka, and I feel as though it seems like this is the problem with, just the way that Arsenal play at this moment in time. The style of football, just to me, seems like the style can win you football matches, but the players have got the little individual mistakes in them. And it always seems though every time I've watched you, you've been susceptible to a defensive mistake and a defensive howler, and Xhaka being a midfield, someone who's making the mistakes in there. That's what it's looked like anyway. And Ruben Neves, don't get me wrong, he's a similar type of player to Granit Xhaka, but for me, he improves Arsenal at that same point as well, because you're getting a much calmer version of Granit Xhaka. You're getting someone who isn't going to dive into for a stupid tackle with about 5 minutes to go and potentially cost your team points. Ruben Neves is not that type of midfielder. And I just think as well, something that it seems as though you've been missing, like every team switches the play really well. And like whenever the ball gets switched, it seems as though whenever you've done something with it, it never really was in front of the man. It was kind of side and then you couldn't run onto it. Ruben Neves' passing is that good. He can get it into the space and he makes players better around him, which is a major, major strength, especially moving forward. Because could you say the same about Granit Xhaka? Was he making midfielders better?
Yeah.
No, Granit Xhaka tends to be one of those players. He needs time and space. He doesn't really make people around him better. Players that are press resistant, that are able to carry a midfield, make people better. Granit Xhaka, at times he can mentally lift a team, but physically and with his abilities on the ball, he's not the quickest. So it hinders us at times.
Yeah, the thing is, I won't say that Neves is, that much quicker. He is not a massively quick player, but when you've got the skill set that he's got and you've got the ability to like make everyone better around him, I personally can genuinely see it as the fact of like, it doesn't matter how slow he could be, he has got that ability. And even then, he's got the ability to lift players. Like, the thing that doesn't get talked about enough is he's so much of a silent leader. He is ridiculously good in that department as well. He's always talking. He's very, very quick towards everyone as well. And again, it's more leadership to a midfield, which Arsenal for years have been lacking. So it's not just an upgrade on the pitch.
What's good about Neves?
His passing, his as mentioned, ability to make defenders better. The fact he's not afraid to stick in a tackle, but 9 times out of 10, he actually does win he does, get in the tackles very well. He could also as well, another big thing as well from him is he's got the ability to, score goals as well. Like this season, the amount of times he was making the runs into the box and, popping up with a goal here and there. I mean, he was our 3rd top goal scorer this season. I know it doesn't really say a lot because he got 6 goals, but to still get 6 goals in a team that played very, very defensive football and you did not see the strengths of Ruben Neves, he was ridiculously good in a really, really poor Wolves team. And I just everything about him, like, but the weakness obviously will be his pace. But I think that over time, once he adapts to the Arsenal system, which has been a big thing, I think he could potentially be one of the key players in your midfield.
Okay, and what are you gonna say to everyone out there when this guy signs for Arsenal? What are we gonna have? Are we gonna have somebody we're gonna fall in love with? Do we have a guy who's a passionate player who shows he cares about the fans and everything else?
Well, you're gonna get a player that you love. The thing is, he is a passionate man, and I think that he very much has got he can drive players through on that sense. But with his style of passing and his ability to change games and just literally play make in that midfield position, you're going to have a very, very special player on your hands.
Yo, baby man, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it, man. Now we're gonna just get back to talking about other stuff, but I appreciate you popping in for your time.
Absolute pleasure. I was about to say, whenever you need a Wolves man, I'm always here.
And yo, where can people catch you, bro?
So people can either catch me on the Talking Wolves, fan reviews. I do them and shout a lot. And I'm also if you follow bib_WWFC, I'll also make sure to, basically tweet a load of rubbish, really.
There you go. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Pleasure, lads. Stay safe.
All right, that's my guy right there. Yo, that was nice to have some insight from a Wolves fan today. That was really good. But yo, everyone on Twitter, we're going to end the video on Twitter. You can join us the rest of the way on YouTube. We got over 200 people watching on all platforms. Big up to everybody watching. But thank you guys on Twitter. We're done on Twitter. Now come join us on YouTube for the rest of the video. Now, guys on YouTube, do me a favor, smash that like button. Let's get that threshold. Let's break that threshold of 100. We're 20 away from breaking that threshold of 100 likes. Now, I'm going to start with James Hodden. You've been here from the beginning. I'm going to start with Gunnar Express. I'm going to go to all you guys. There's stories that I've already gone through. I want to ask you guys, thumbs up, thumbs down. Quick. You can give us your insight, but try to keep it as quick and concise as possible. First story. Bellerin, £20 million. You happy with £20 million?
I'll buy Charma for a game goal.
Gunnar Express?
Yeah, you can go.
You're not really up for this today. You're like, all of them are shit, eh?
Yeah, man.
Right, realist.
Yeah, definitely. With Hector Bellerin, I just believe that it's just the clubs that are in for him, like Villarreal, Sevilla. I don't think they have that much money, so supposed to lower their price.
We got Saliba Seasons here. Saliba Seasons, what are you saying? George.
Man, how are you, dude?
I'm good. First story, up or down on 20 million from Bellerin?
As a sale?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Next story. Saliba going to Newcastle on loan.
No.
Let's just all say this is bullshit, right?
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No, can't have it.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Okay. Next, we're gonna go quickly through this. Oh, Sander Berge, 35 million. Too expensive, right?
No,
Oh hell yeah.
Fuck
he's
that.
not. He's not worth,
Who made that noise?
Egal,
Me.
he's not worth a packet of Skittles, mate. He's trash. I
Holy
want him.
shit.
No, he's easy. Trust me.
No,
he's-
you know what? I'd
With
take him
Sand-
for like 18 million pounds or 20 million
No.
pounds. That becomes
What do you-
interesting.
what do you-
But
Sander Berge's an average player. Come on.
no, I take him for squad depth, lads. Because you know what it is for
Why
me.
why
like,
would you want to take players that just got relegated in one
I-
of the worst
I-
teams?
I would rather
Let's
buy-
keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
I would
Let's
rather
keep it moving.
email for Lukanga.
Let's keep it moving.
I have a question.
Arsenal
Wait,
missing out on the 15 million pound Celtic striker. Is that a big miss?
No,
So-
I didn't want him
It's
anywhere.
fake news, bruv. Fake
We were
news.
never interested in him. It's bullshit.
Okay.
No, we probably
We're
we
gonna
probably
keep it
inquired
going.
about him, but
George,
yeah.
yeah.
George, 50 million for Ben White.
Oh hell no.
Dog,
No.
are you
no,
fucking joking?
No.
All right. Sevilla and Villarreal are after Hector Bellerin.
Yeah.
Would he be an upgrade on what they currently have?
No.
No, they have, but I see them going for him. I think Emery loves him.
Okay.
He's Villarreal's right back.
Well,
Okay.
actually, no, it was 1-5, wasn't it? He's gone, so never mind. He probably is an improvement.
Okay.
Villarreal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mention two youngsters, but first let's go to Dan Ballard. How much do you know about Dan Ballard, guys?
Well, a lot.
Career
He's a
mode.
good player.
Very good player. And he's also he's internationally capped for Northern Ireland. I think he's the best natural defender in our academy, but he does have to work on his possession and play. He's not necessarily that Rolls Royce of a in possession type of defender, but he has probably the best defensive instincts in the academy. So I've booked him for somebody to keep an eye on. But yeah, I would probably let him go out on loan though. Still, like he is still raw. Like he's certainly not ready to actually step in, but he's an excellent defender.
Okay, so the thing about Dan Ballard is fans absolutely went nuts when he was playing in that cup final. Was it in League 2? And now
Yeah,
he's gonna,
Blackpool
in League
League
1. He's going to get a
yeah.
championship. He got promoted to League 1 now, right?
Championship.
Championship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
championship. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
promoted from League 1 to the championship, and now he's going to get another chance in the championship team now. Who's making that noise? It's like their computer is making noises. Or
Oh,
something.
sorry, that's my Discord going off. Sorry.
Yeah. Can you just mute that? All right. Thanks, bro. Now, when it comes to the actual situation here, the reason why we went crazy was because 50 million for Ben White. Ballard is 2 years younger than Ben White, and he's been on the same progression where Ben White played in League 1, then played Championship, then played Premier League, and now people are saying he's worth 50 million and he's playing for England. It could be the same thing for him.
No, I think they're much more different in terms of their paths. The only issue is we don't really have any Premier League tax experience with Ballard, right? So I think that's why they're demanding 50 million. I don't think he's worth it at all, but that's probably why they're demanding it. And he's got called up to the England squad, so there's all those kind of like extra factors that raise his theoretical value. But look, I don't think we need center backs. Like, I don't agree with the quality across the board, but we have like 4 right center back options on the books, regardless of how you feel. So before you even entertain center back links, like you need to be realistic about your squad management. Same reason with strikers. I really don't think you even entertain links because we have 4 on the books, like even more on the books. I think at striker, it's actually 5. I count Gabriel Martinelli as a striker. So, it's ridiculous to actually consider links when you have 5 people in that role, regardless of what you think of quality. It's just dumb. So, yeah, pass.
Gunner Express, your boy is about to sign a long-term contract. What are you saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, what can I say? Some fans forget he exists, apparently. Oh, we want Erdegaard and Brandt, and we also want Buendia as well. And it's like, well, where's he going to play? Oh, centre attacking midfield. So where's Smith Rowe going to play? Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. He's better than Buendia. He's better than Erdegaard. For me, he's better than most of the centre attacking mids that we've been linked to. So I'm not hearing this, oh, yeah, but we need backup players. If we need backup players, go and buy someone that's not £45 million then. Because you're not going to go spend £45 million on a backup centre attacking midfielder. So go and get someone young. Go and get someone who can improve and gradually come up, or go and spend big money on a Sabitzer who will generally improve the team.
Have a good one, Tim.
You've either got to go and spend that money on someone better, or less money on someone that's going to develop into somebody like Smith Rowe.
This is the twilight zone, mate. Like, I echo everything that Gunnar Express is saying here, like to a T. I don't understand why Smith Rowe gets the disrespect that he does. I mean, to do what his output, forget what you think about potential, because I think that's an eye test. That's what everybody disagrees. But look at the pure numbers of what he's done as an impact on the team, and you're a fool to think that he's not a starter next season. You really are. So I love that we're putting him on like a death row contract. I love it. Get it done, and let's see it.
Yeah.
Anyone have anything else to say?
Yeah, what I like about Smith is he takes the ball and he carries it. He just goes. Not like we could bring in a Cam who doesn't really care about the club and just collects his wage. Smith was a fan. He's a boy. He's a boy at club. So he put everything on the pitch. That's why I love
and he's
Smith.
quality. Like, I don't want to think that this is just fans. Like, he's pure quality. Like, even when you look at him, I expect Smith Rowe to become much more snappy and become a goal scoring profile too. I don't think fans have seen half his potential. Even I'd say go as far as to say a 60%. We haven't even seen his passing range, lads. Like, he still thinks that he's lucky to be involved as opposed to taking ownership of the team yet. And that's huge when you look at a youngster's development. He still has about a year, 18 months left of actual physical growth too. So yeah, we haven't seen maybe 60% of what this kid can offer. I always said, look at the Tottenham crossbar shot. That's what you're looking at from a regular basis from Emile Smith-Rowe. He's going to pull that out of his bag 9 times out of 10 when he's grown up.
I wish I went in.
What? You wish you were what?
I wish that went in.
Oh yeah, I wish I did too, man. I wish it did too. But yeah, the next person we're going to talk about Xhaka and the whole situation with Xhaka. Today, if you guys haven't heard, the club have given Jose Mourinho and the rights to speak to their player, even though the deal has not yet completed. In my opinion, that means the deal is pretty much going to be done and dusted sooner than later. When you give somebody the rights to speak to your player, that just means the deal is pretty much done.
It's done.
At this point, we know it's finished. We know Granit Xhaka is leaving. We already said goodbyes and everything. There's no need to talk about it. I'm just going to mention it quickly, let everybody know Granit Xhaka is leaving. He's going to be going before the Euros. Everything's going to be wrapped up in the coming days. Next 48 hours, they're saying it could be done. But there is another story that absolutely blows my mind. Aaron Ramsey swap deal for Bellerin. What the hell is wrong with our club? Why are we?
No, it's fake.
Why does this fake story come out of nowhere?
It's fake. It's fake.
Bullshit.
Okay, everyone just say fake story, real story, thumbs down.
Fake.
It's fake.
I love
Wasn't it
Rambo.
Chris Wheatley that said it was fake?
All right, fake story. Aslan's coming in right now, but before we go any further, guys, smash that like button, and we're gonna talk about a guy who we've been linked to for a couple of years. This is now the Nabil Fekir saga.
Oh
That's
my
what we call
God.
it. Fekir has been linked to us again, guys. What the hell's going on with Arsenal? Why are we always linked to Fekir? Why are we always linked to Julian Drexler, Benzema every year?
Fekir shit.
Fekir is shit. No,
wish it was
he's
linked
not
to
shit.
Benzema.
But you know what I think? I think we messed up. I think when we signed Lacazette, instead we should have signed Fekir at that point, knowing that Alexis Sanchez is going to be leaving soon.
Fekir
At the
was never
time,
that good.
maybe.
Nah,
but
because we
I
still
don't
had
like the
Özil
player.
then.
I don't like
Fekir's
the
never
player
that-
at all.
He's never been that good.
No,
He's so
Fekir-
overrated.
Yeah, Fekir's
He was that
injury
good.
prone.
If he was that good,
Yeah.
if he was that good, he'd have left Leon earlier, and he would not have signed for Real Betis. And by the way, Betis they're a very overrated team as well. They're
He almost signed for
absolutely
Liverpool.
trash.
He almost.
Yeah, but
but he
injuries.
didn't. Yeah, but he didn't. There we go. That's the thing. Like, it's so great saying that he almost did, but he didn't. So obviously something went
Yeah.
wrong.
Well,
Apparently it was
I mean,
medical.
look,
like he
on a-
failed a medical. If you fail at medicals, then that's not good.
But that doesn't mean that the potential was bad. The only thing that I'll say on Fekir, I'm not a huge fan of the player, like, ultimately, but in terms of what he was producing at Lyon at the time, he was certainly, I think he certainly had the potential to do really well, for sure. But I think since his knee injury, I've watched him quite a lot because we have been linked, right? So even though I don't like the player, I want to scout him, I want to evaluate my position on him, but he's definitely lost 10 yards of pace kind of in longer distances. He's still great in tight spaces. So, it's not like he's lost any of that. But in terms of carrying the ball, which really was his bread and butter, right? He's become a lot slower. And so Yeah, it's a huge pass in the Premier League. He'd really struggle to really outpace most people. So I don't see this link as logical at all. Again, we have Emile Smith-Rowe in the attacking midfield position. We need to stop linking right half space creators. We have that. We have our most expensive assets there. Pepe, Saka, like stop linking right half space players. It doesn't make sense. And if they do, don't get worked up over it. It's fake.
Okay. This is Charles Watts claiming that Arsenal are interested in signing Real Betis playmaker this summer. The Frenchman has been strongly linked with the move to the Premier League, and Watts says Fekir is keen to a transfer to Arsenal. He would be quite expensive though. That's the only
You know what?
caveat.
He's probably on a list of potential people that we could buy if our first target rejects us. That's what he's on.
Let's talk about Aouar. Is Aouar a target?
Of course he is.
Nah,
He's
I
a
think-
target, but I don't
Of
think he'll
course.
come. I mean, his
No,
family and his
Aslan,
agent
by
are
the way,
pushing
how
him
are
to go
you?
to a
How are you,
Champions
bro?
League club.
Eduardo,
I'm good, bro. Thank you. How's everyone doing on the panel, man?
what's good,
Good,
Aslan?
Mate, good.
Yeah, good man.
What's good,
Right.
Aslan?
My guys, take everything with a pinch of salt. Don't believe everything out there. But by the same agents or news outlets have nothing to do with the club. Yeah, sometimes you're right. It's sometimes the news outlets and the agents. Sell Lacazette and Aubameyang for Haaland. I don't think Haaland would be attracted to us, but Egal, the news outlet, loves you. I credit the news outlets. If you look in the descriptions, every single story, I majority of the time credit the news outlet that broke the story, because at the end of the day, people always say, "Where's your source?" And then I in the middle of the video, I'm looking for a source. So now I just have the source ready, so I can tell you guys what the source is right away.
Miguel,
yeah,
your
look,
sources trust me, bro.
What?
Your sources trust me, bro.
I know my source.
Your
My
s-
source for this one. My source for this one is Aslan's right hand man. Aslan's right hand man, Chris Wheatley, brought out Ainsley Maitland-Niles situation is
stop
closely
it,
being
stop
monitored by Kristoffer Ajer, who made an inquiry for Arsenal's man. Now, thumbs up or thumbs down on selling Ainsley Maitland-Niles?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
We should have sold him last summer.
Unfortunately, it's because of his attitude. In terms of a player, if he would sit down and just knuckle down and listen to where he can actually play right now, half the Premier League teams view him as a fullback. Like, it's not just other people that see that. I really wish he would sit down, knuckle up, and play, because if you look at him as a footballer, carries a lot of great qualities. There's no doubt about his quality. Okay, and I just think his application is horrendous. His attitude's horrendous, and so when you don't have that mix, there's no point in keeping an unhappy asset. And to be honest, he really pissed me off with those quotes earlier in terms of demanding clarity. Like, lad, no offense, you didn't tear it up at West Brom in your preferred position. Be quiet. You're not here to demand anything. You were sent out on loan to do your thing because you demanded it, and you didn't tear up trees. I don't know why you're sitting there demanding something, really, when you were given a platform in the Arsenal first team and you rejected it. So, yeah, no, I'm really done with him in terms of his attitude. I'm really done with it.
Yeah, you could fuck off.
One guy who doesn't get fooled by media propaganda. You'll see him asking for publications. Aslan, you got people backing you.
But real talk, man. I echo everything George just said, and also, come end of the season. I mean, I can't quote Allardyce word for word, but he said something along the lines that, if he was Ainsley Maitland-Niles playing for a club the size of Arsenal, I would. He said he would play anywhere where the manager asked him to play. So that season where
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
That season where he played right back, where Hector Bellerin was out injured, like, he done a good job in my opinion, and I feel in a way that Arteta did kind of treat him unfairly, because as soon as Bellerin came back fit, it did seem like he was dropped, not for any legitimate reason. It was just like, Bellerin's fit now, so I'll just pick Bellerin. But yeah, you know, like
Yeah, but
his
Arteta does this.
his
He's got
attitude.
young
Listen,
players.
if
His
you guys,
attitude is
if you
bad.
guys think,
I mean, look. Just one last
One
thing.
second, Aslan.
Like,
Sorry to
if you
cut
look
you
at
off.
an example of Trent Alexander-Arnold, that guy was a right winger midfielder. He came in at a time where Liverpool had a lot of injuries. He came at right back. He made it his own, and the rest is history. Look what the guy ended up winning at that
Talk
position.
about Trent.
So,
Talk about Trent.
yeah,
I'm gonna stop you right
I'd
there.
say
I'm gonna
so.
stop you right there, Aslan. We're enough about Trent, and I get where you're coming from. You need to
No, I
make
just
it
put
your
an
own.
example.
I get it. You need to make your own position, whatever it is that fits best for the club that you're playing at. So you need to make it your own. Look at Saka. He accepted a role at left back and eventually moved forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're giving the example more closer to home, perfect example. Yeah, I agree.
There you go. And people, Egal's only reporting on the news. He doesn't say he believes the stories. I'm not saying I believe the stories. That's why I say thumbs up or thumbs down. I was wondering why Gunnar Express was so quiet. The man literally jumped out and jumped back in, and you still have 2 streams open. Yo, you there? Yo,
Who are you talking to?
Gunnar Express.
Talking to Gunnar, I don't know if I think his internet, mate, it might be bad. But the only thing that I want to jump in on the Ainsley Maitland-Niles
Can you
thing,
hear me,
really, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we
good,
can
mate.
hear you.
The only thing I want to jump in on the Ainsley Maitland-Niles thing is what kills me is the rule that we have in our system is basically having him in midfield. This is what I don't understand about the whole situation. So how we play and how we deploy our right back is basically like an auxiliary right center midfielder. So it doesn't make sense on so many levels. I think he's sitting there gassing
It's
things that
basically
just
an
can't be
inverted right
gassed.
back.
Exactly. So I don't understand his problem. And you know what? He should get us a good fee. I expect nothing less than 20
Have
or
a good
18
one.
million.
Have a good one. I don't care.
The thing I don't understand about
listen.
the whole,
If you're gonna comment and you don't want to watch the channel, have a good one. There's plenty of channels out there. It's free. It's up to you. I don't
You know
care.
what my favorite response is, Egal? Love and guidance, brother. That's all I do.
There you go. Yo, guys, I just
Hold on,
want
let me add something. Let me add one thing to the Maitland-Niles thing, yeah, because with what everyone's saying about Maitland-Niles, yeah, like listen, I get it. Like he came into Arsenal, he said that right back is not him, and he went to play at West Brom to go do the CDM role or whatnot. Listen, I specifically remember Maitland-Niles having a man of the match
performance
when
and
Chelsea won 5-2.
Bro, we keep losing you. What's going on?
Say that again, what?
We keep losing you. What's going on?
Jesus
driving
Christ.
right now,
Oh
bro.
my
I'm listening to you lot talking. I'm like hearing it. I'm not hearing it. Look, I'm on the motorway right now driving, bro. Like literally. So I'm literally listening. I'm just like, nah. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Bro, your robot.
And then basically, like, so I'm listening to you lot talk about Maitland. Oh shit, no, it's probably the reception then. All right, you know what? When I get home, I'll try to jump on it.
Yeah, but Shaw, you know what? Here, look, I'll quickly echo it.
Don't
I don't think we're saying that he's a bad player. Just, you know, I love him in his individual qualities, but his application just isn't there. What he could be is actually quite great, but he never chooses to do that, and he never chooses to actually put himself, I don't know, above the team in a sense. Like that's what his mindset is at this point. But his actual qualities: stand-up tackler, excellent 1v1, immense 2 ways and pace. Homegrown English, why not want him in the squad? But if you're not going to be there and with the right attitude with the team, then bye. I'm done with it.
Can I just quickly
go ahead,
Maitland-Niles thing? He's shit. He can leave. End of story. Finish it there, man. Like he's shit. I'm sorry, he's shit.
I think if Gunnar Express was somebody's boss, he would make people cry.
Bro, you won't be able to feed your kids. He would not let you feed your kids, bro.
Bro, trust me, bro. I'm only making them cry if they're doing a shit job, which Arsenal are doing right now, man. Like, trust me, when Arsenal become good again, bro, you literally not even think it's me. Trust me.
I hear that.
You gotta love the guy.
I fucking love Gunnar Express, bro. I swear to God, he's one of my favorites, bro. He does not rap.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is why balanced opinions need to be heard. You can't have everyone on the same show thinking the same way. It's never gonna work that way, right? You gotta have polar opposites. You gotta have people who understand, because you gotta be diversified. But yo, while we're talking about diversity, we got my guy CK
Bro.
popping in too. CK,
Bro.
what you said?
Yo, this X guy, bro. What?
What is he on? What is it?
Bro, get.
All right, yo. Next story. CK, you came just in time for the next story. You know. You know what the next story is, guys? Oh, wait. What happened? Okay. Who hasn't spoken about Ainsley? Everyone spoke about it, right?
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah.
All right, enough said.
You shit.
Now
Let's
the
move
next
on.
story. The next story is an interesting one to say the least. Arsenal are linked to a striker. Arsenal are linked to a certain Swedish striker, and a lot of people in the chat have been saying his name the whole time. They've been waiting. So let's talk about it, people. The report is, and I'm gonna put it on the screen for everyone to see. Who left? CK cut. Arsenal are monitoring the 17-goal forward with a release clause of 60 million. Does not mean wait, stop. 60 million is just his release clause. It does not mean we're going to be having to pay that amount to actually acquire his services. It's just a release clause. Nobody actually pays a release clause unless you're Neymar or something. Next, Arsenal are reportedly eyeing the Real Sociedad forward. Alexander Isak is possibly one of Arsenal's transfer targets, in my opinion. Right, guys? So it says as possible transfer target. According to The Athletic, the Gunners are interested in signing the forward. What are you guys saying?
Wait, sorry, how many goals did he get this season at striker?
14. 17.
17, yeah? Same as Lacazette, but we want him gone. He's shit. Don't want him.
No, he's not shit, but I don't think that we're going to go with that type of profile at striker, to be honest with you. He's like, so what he is he's a complete 9 profile in terms of coming deep. You know, he's in that mold of a Harry Kane in terms of wanting to come into play, and then he'll allow your wing forwards to go. He works off Oyar Baizal. I'm really butchering that name, but he's one of the Spanish strikers that he forms a really good partnership with. On him, I don't think he's worth anywhere near 60 million right now. And it's not something that I want to see in my striker. I don't like that type of striker personally. I prefer more somebody who's off the ball and behind the shoulder. And I prefer that in our system as well. So I don't think he fits profile-wise. So that's why I dismissed Link. But he's not a shit player. He's a good player. It's just I don't think he's ready for Arsenal yet. So,
how old is he, and who does he play
Ben
for?
said, where's Grealish? I'm sorry.
Young.
He plays for Sociedad.
Young, mate. I don't know. He's got to be under 23. Under 23, mate. He's young. Hold on.
Yeah, Goon X,
21.
man,
He's 21 years of age.
Like, how old?
I'm not being
21. He's 21 years of age.
Bro, if he's 21, Lacazette's 30, bro. How are you dismissing or claiming that he's shit when he's still 21, bro?
I'll explain. Because he scored 17 goals this season, which is the same as Lacazette. I'm sorry.
Goon X, no, sorry, bro, sorry.
We have
21-year-old and 17 goals in a season.
But we have Martinelli.
That's good stats, bro. Come on.
The same age. So I'd rather not spend 60 million, 40 million, 30 million.
No, I agree. The fee is
Liga,
outrageous.
right?
The fee is outrageous.
He's not a dead ball.
No.
I don't want him.
No, come on, man.
No, but it's crazy.
That is not his
is like as if it's easy to be a professional footballer.
That is not his fee.
Not easy.
It's just a release clause, yeah.
No, but
it's just a release clause.
But you're missing the point.
Daniel, you can use his next. Don't worry.
It's not the price. You need to listen to what I'm trying to say. He's a young striker who scored 17 goals. Great. But as George literally just said, the main reason why is because Oyarzabal, who's a very, very underrated left winger, one of the best in La Liga, if not the best at the moment, right? He's literally carrying him. He carries him in
No, that's
games.
not true. But, mate, like I said, he's formed a huge partnership with him. It's not that he's shit. It's not that simple correlation.
As I was trying to say, Alexander Isak, or however the hell I don't care how you pronounce his name, to be honest. He's Swedish, isn't he? But at the end of the day, yeah, we can go buy him. Great, we can go buy him. But then say bye-bye to Martinelli, because Martinelli is pretty much the same age, the same position, can do probably more, in my opinion, if he gets a full season. So why the hell would we want to go buy him? Again, I'm not having this debate that he's a good enough baller or not. What I'm saying is, I don't want him at Arsenal because he's not good enough for
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Enough, bro. But
so
it's different.
And I'm not saying, like, let me be clear. I'm not saying for us to go out and buy him as well. I'm just saying for you to come out and call a 21-year-old who banged 17 goals in a season shit, that's a bit of a wild statement, bro. If that's the case, what is Eddie Nketiah?
Shit.
He's even more shit.
No. How can Isak be Alexander Isak? Look, I'm not claiming that I've watched this guy, right? But I'm just saying, if this guy has scored 17 goals in the La Liga, and Eddie, I'm not sure how many goals has Eddie Nketiah scored, but it's definitely not double figures in the Prem.
No, it's not. Not in the Prem. Not in the league. It's not.
So if you're saying Isak is shit, then Eddie Nketiah, like, you must come up with a much harsher word for Nketiah, bro.
Lacazette hasn't scored more than 14 league goals in a season. Let's put it that way. Lacazette in all of his years hasn't achieved it.
It's the first day. It's the first day of the summer transfer window officially today. The Premier League transfer window started today. We're gonna hear a bunch of crazy links. We're gonna hear stuff that we weren't that's not serious. We're gonna hear so much shit.
Where's the free transfers, man? Why haven't we signed Ryan?
You want to know why? You want to know why?
Because Eddie's in Portugal, bro.
Let me land. You want to know why? This is why. Edu's off, chilling, kicking it.
Man's jet skiing in Portugal, bro.
Man's doing up sneak ball, bro. Jet
ski. Can we talk about this though, Egal? Because there's a lot of media crap that's been going on about this, and it's stupid. So look, with Edu's there because of his daughter's birthday, A, but B, in terms of looking at our structure, everyone keeps forgetting that he's not in charge of our negotiations anymore. That is Richard Garlick, okay? His job is to bring targets to Arsenal, and then Garlick is the one that is negotiating. Okay, this has been changed for quite a while, and his job mainly started back in February. When you ID targets, that's what you can get upset about. But a man's going on, even if he's on vacation, leaving for a couple days, it really isn't a big deal. When you work in the workplace, by the way, this is totally fine. It's just fans that are emotional about it, that are getting kind of their titties in a wad. Sorry. At the end of the day, if I'm at work too and I go on holiday, yeah, my boss isn't pleased. But if I dip for more than 3 weeks, then yeah, that's an issue. But that's not the case here. It's just craziness. It really is. And Garlick is our negotiator. Don't get it twisted. Like, I don't understand why people are just lying about the roles at this point. We really need to understand what we've done, and then you can get upset about it. Look, if Garlick is the one doing it, then I'm with you guys. And if he's gone for more than a week, I'm with you guys. But lads, it's freaking summer. It's his daughter's birthday. I really don't get this. It's so stupid.
And let's be honest, like, look, I hear you, George. Like, you know, he's on a short little getaway with his family. That's fine. Like, I got no issue with that. And let's be real. You know, for a man in such a position at Arsenal Football Club, this guy's phone is not on aeroplane mode. Come on. Do you know what I mean?
It takes an hour or two to get to London with his jet. Like, can we just chill? Come on. Don't be obtuse about it. You know, that's all I'm saying. Be balanced, understand it. And even if you guys were right and I'm totally wrong, Garlick is the negotiator.
Look, for me, as long as he's not smoking the fattest Cubans and grilling up the juiciest steaks up until the transfer window is done, and we get all the necessary signings, you know, and all the outs. I'm not passing judgment on Edu just yet.
And I'm waiting to the end
of the transfer. Let's first of all, I'm gonna introduce the people from Facebook and Twitter, but this is the video. When you first see this and you hear it's the first day of the transfer window, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna trigger a lot of fans. It's gonna trigger a lot of fans.
If I'm in Portugal, you best believe I'm doing that.
even though you have your take on it, I want to hear other people's take on it. Is there anyone here who feels like this is something that's like a piss take?
No.
What?
Not really. Wait, what does a piss take mean?
Okay, so this is like a joke. Like he's not serious about his job.
Bro, who's filming this? Is this like his?
This is his Instagram.
Children,
it's his son, lads. Luigi. It's his son. Okay. It's his family boat.
Luigi. Okay.
Okay. So Gunnar Express, what's your take on it?
I don't care, man.
You don't care?
If he don't get the job done, which I know he won't, then sack him.
I agree 100%. I agree,
man. You guys were talking about taking the piss. Yeah, this guy's taking the piss since he's had the job. So
Yeah, exactly.
There's no difference for me. So yeah, he could do whatever you want. Just get the signings in.
And the only thing, Egal, I want to say, in 3 months, we sold one player last summer. And in 1 week, it seems like, not even 1 week, in a couple of days, it seems like we've done it. There's a difference in how we're moving. And by the way, I don't attribute that to Edu. I attribute that to Garlic. 100% I attribute that to Garlic. So I'm not a fan of Edu. I just hate when people lie and make up narratives about somebody. That it's just stupid. Like, you would never do this in your job. Like, Egal, if you're working right now at your work and you're in the middle of a deadline, right? Of course you're not going to dip off to Portugal, but you're allowed a couple weeks of vacation. Every day is important in your work. So I really don't understand this outrage. Again, he's there and he hasn't done the work. Let's slam it. But also, if the work gets done, let's not place it on Edu, because Edu didn't do that. That was Garlic. I've seen the evidence for Edu, and that was last summer, and I'm not a fan. So let's just make sure that we understand the rules, basically. That's all.
Or maybe he's out there and like he's trying to tap up a certain attacking midfielder.
No.
He could be chasing Aouar.
I'm not naming names, but you know, he plays in that country for a team that won the Premier League.
No, man, we don't want him.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see us attracting a player from Sporting Lisbon after they're in Champions League football.
Regardless, no, we don't want him.
Money talks, bro. Money talks.
Come on, Egal. You know better than that. Even on the terrace, I got pissed at Terry because everyone's sitting there saying shit like, "Oh, Arsenal can't attract." Well, who did we attract outside of the Champions League? If all that crap is true, by the way, honestly, how did we get Aubameyang, Gabriel, Partey, Tierney, all off the top of my head, who, by the way, are Champions League quality players who had massive interest, and Nicolas Pepe, who at the time, let's be real, was one of the most sought-after wingers in the world. So I'm tired of this bullshit of people just accepting this from others' fans. Like, honestly, I'm done with it. I really am. Okay? We can absolutely get players outside of the Champions League. We've proven it. Don't take my emotional opinion and rant for it. Just look at the facts. That's what it is. So don't come at me and say that we can't do it when we freaking have done it. So you know what? Honestly, it's just emotional, biased, and you know what? I think it's just trying to do banter, which is stupid to me. When I could banter United for a lot more. We've won more trophies than they have in the time that Alex Ferguson has left. So quiet down. Seriously. I'm tired of it. And they haven't won against us in the league. They haven't won against us in the league since 2019. I'm sorry.
So in other words, you're saying...
And if I can just add on to what George just said, with all those signings that we attracted, if we take it back, just a window or two before that, we signed Oba, and then before that we signed Lacazette when we were in the Champions League. So look, we're not in Europe at all, right? But we're still a pool. Like it's just down to the higher ups that be for them to do the necessary business. So I'm tired. I'm going to be patient this window because they've come out and made some major claims that they are that I don't need money with this whole Daniel Ek takeover and whatnot, and that they have money and they're willing to spend to get the fans back on board. So let's see. They've made bold claims and promises. Let's see what they do.
Egal, you have my clip at the beginning. The only one who was defending. I came on your channel with the most unpopular opinion at the time. I really hope you clip it, and at the end we'll see. But I think signs have been pointing. Not only that, you've heard it in some rumors in the reports. I'm going to stay quiet, wait for it to roll in, and just quote it because I've seen this and I've said it from the beginning too, and everybody laughed at me. So let's have an idea of the funds. Let's see what we do. But the fact that Xhaka is leaving in the first couple days of the transfer window, by the way, is huge, lads. It's huge. It puts away a lot of narratives about what people think Arteta likes, but also what the whole club likes. We're clearly moving away from a different type of midfielder. It's very clear. So, yeah, I'm excited. Let's just wait and see. But it's been there. If you were smart, you could see the signs.
Are we just waiting for both clubs to agree on the actual fee between...
Mate, I think it's done. Xhaka. I think they're just slow.
I think it's done. When today the report was Jose Mourinho was given the green light to speak to Xhaka.
Right, okay.
Once the manager speaks to a player, it's done.
Xhaka fucked off.
Now, Guys, are we done with the Edu conversation so we can go straight to the Daniel Ike
I'm done.
conversation?
Sorry for you.
Okay. So the Daniel Ike situation, if you guys don't know, there's been a new bid prepared by Daniel Ike. He's launching a new bid about around £2 billion for the Arsenal takeover. The Swedish billionaire who currently is a part owner of Spotify has said he wants to buy Arsenal. He is a fan. He wants to buy the club because he's seen the direction that it's been in, and he feels like he has the funds, and he's been preparing for a bid. His first bid was 1.8 billion. His second bid now is 2 billion. And you know what? The Kroenkes, in order for them to be pursued to sell, I think genuinely, personally myself, I think he needs to bring it up at least to 2.8 to 3 billion before they even have a serious conversation, in my opinion. I don't think 2 billion is going to do it, but supposedly he's willing to put 2 billion up front and give them the rest in stock refunds.
Can I say
Bro,
something?
what's the current exchange rate, pounds to US dollars? Because last I checked, like a couple of weeks ago, I'm predicting that 2.5 billion pounds would get the Kroenkes' attention. I'm not saying they would accept. I'm not saying they would accept,
1.4.
but they will take notice.
No. 2 billion pounds is 2.82 billion
dollars.
But that's how much it's a 40% exchange rate as when.
Sorry?
It's a 1.4 times exchange rate, so it's just 40 times more.
Yeah, but that's how much the club's worth. The club's worth £2 billion.
No, so I don't agree in terms of a business sense. No. So in terms of a business sense, by the way, and I made this point kind of back on your original video, Egal, but let's just look at it from a business perspective. You never sell an asset at a loss unless you believe that asset is never recovering. That's the first thing. The second thing,
exchange. 2 billion pounds is 2.82 USD.
Okay. I've got 1.4 on mine, but anyway.
No, that's 1-to-1.
Exactly. So then do the same. It's a 40% increase no matter what. But anyway, so what is Kroenke going to, or Stan or whatever, what is KSE going to replace in their portfolio with Arsenal? As a businessman, and I've said this point before, name me another asset that is as global and as big as Arsenal that they can go and replace for 2 billion pounds. Because as a business person, I don't sell unless I have my money back and I don't believe it's coming back, or I sell at huge profit. So this idea that we're going to sell at 2 billion is crazy to me for fans. Don't start the conversation until 3 billion, maybe higher. I did say anywhere between 3 to 5, and then I'll pay attention. But it just won't happen in a business sense, and it doesn't make sense.
Can I say something? Wait to it.
Yeah, go ahead, James Harden.
Yeah, Ek is a businessman himself, so he obviously knows everything. So he knew 1.8 was just a starting bid.
Yeah.
He knew when Kroenke said they won't sell, it's their way of saying we want more money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in the business for a while, so he knows what will get them to talk. But he's just testing the waters. So he's just going up and up and up and up, and then hopefully he gets the right price. But these kind of things don't just happen overnight. Like takeovers take months. So if this deal would happen anytime soon,
longer, maybe.
Yeah, longer. So maybe
it's gonna take a while. I don't think it's gonna happen until next year, most likely.
Maybe can I just say, with what George said about the Kroenke personally wouldn't sell at a loss. I just want to say that since 2016 we're making a loss, and obviously I've read the figures. It's not official, but we're projected to make a loss of something around 144 million by July. And obviously with no Europe this up and coming season, and obviously I don't know the business in America with his new stadium, and apparently he's in $1 billion, possibly more worth in debt. I cannot understand why he wouldn't sell at this point.
No, but what you have to realize is if he sells, he has cash. If he has the business, which is Arsenal, he has equity. Personally, I don't see him selling right now unless external forces force him to sell, which means he needs the money, which means something happens. And even if we protest 100 times over and we do 1 million protests, the only way we're getting him out The only way we're getting him out is if he financially needs to sell the club. Gunner Express.
He does though. He
Bro,
does though.
forget a million. We can't even do 2 on back to back.
Can I just Egal, can I just say, yeah, we're a self-sustainable club, but we've lost so much money over the years, and we need to spend big this summer, regardless of what anyone says. We need to spend north of 100 million, possibly more this summer. And with us being a self-sustainable club, I don't see us spending that amount of money with Kroenke in charge. So that only means one thing, and that one thing is this club's gonna depreciate or decrease in value further and further. So I cannot understand why he would not sell.
Let me hear from 2 people who haven't spoken yet on it. CK and Gunner Express.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Gunner Express first because he was here from the beginning. Gunner Express, what's your take on this?
Yeah, first things first, shout out HJ90. He said this about 3 or 4 days before every major journalist said this, so he's got the scoop before anybody else, but he won't be appreciated for that. But what I will say is the club is losing value, whether you want to accept it or not. There's been reports coming out from these major, companies that do all this sort of shit. They calculated the club at its lowest value in the last 10, 15 years. So the club is losing money. We're not in Europe for the first time in 25 years, and the implications of that are absolutely massive. It's not just losing out on the licensing money from BT, whatever. It's also the fact that less fans will now know who you are. That's just a thing. Yeah, we're a big club, but it happens. We're going to lose some fans now. We're not in Europe. So some European fans will say, oh, I'm not going to support Arsenal this season. I'm going to support someone else. So we're going to lose lots of money. And at the end of the day, the Kroenke should just sell. I know I'm saying that because I want him gone, but at the end of the day, financially, it makes sense. You can go and invest in your American teams more with the money that you've just got. You can surely go and buy some more smaller teams in the MLS because that league's getting big now. Go and invest in that league. You've got a team in that league. Go and invest in it and help it get to the big growth that it can be. Make the money from it. At the end of the day, this owner has not invested a single penny into Arsenal Football Club in terms of transfers. And I know that there's some people out there that still think Josh and Son are decent owners, but they've never spent a single penny in 15 years. So please explain to me first how they're good owners. Second off, when they leave eventually, you can leave with them, because no fan of Arsenal Football Club, I'm sorry, can sit here and try and tell me that the Kroenkes as a unit or as singles are good enough to own this club and to take us not just back to top 4, but to take us to Champions League victory, to the best team in the world, to the biggest brand in terms of football in the world. And nobody can sit here and tell me they're going to do that and show me evidence that they're going to do that. There is no evidence. So
there is.
At the end
we
of the
did
day,
it last video.
No,
there is evidence.
What, that we're 8th? Yeah, great evidence.
No. Like, there is evidence of Josh spending. There is absolutely evidence.
There's no evidence. He has not spent a single penny in terms of transfers.
That's not true. In 2019, after Emery, we spent 150. When we initially only gave Emery £50 million, there absolutely is evidence in terms of Thomas Partey. There's no way that the club is sanctioning that without help.
So why did Chris Wheatley, who so many people respect, say that that's actually bullshit and that he never actually spent a single penny in the Partey deal?
Because he financed loans. We know this, mate. It's been well documented. He's backed loans for securities. This is how major corporations function.
That's cool. But we're 8th. We're in the worst.
But you're repeating the same argument. You're saying there's no precedent for spend, and I'm just giving you precedent for spend.
What other argument is there that they're going to take us to the top? We've got worse and worse every
because
season.
You just said that there is no evidence for spending, and I'm giving you the evidence for spending.
How is there evidence that they're going to take us to a top level?
No, because you keep repeating it to 8th, but I've given you evidence that he's spent.
Yeah, cool. So explain to me then, how is he going to, if he's spending so much money, which you think he is?
I'm not spending, I'm not saying that he's spending so much money, but there's evidence for Josh spending.
How is he going to take us to the top level? And I'm not talking about top 4. I'm talking about
I'll explain it, because there's sports evidence in terms of the Denver Nuggets, in terms of all of Josh's franchises in which he's turned around, including the Rams. There's a very specific philosophy for how he's done it.
Here, not teams, franchises,
Yeah.
Franchises that are operated completely differently to how football clubs are run. Because first off,
mate, there's multiple franchises of evidence. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's something called relegation in football, which they don't understand. Whereas in American football, in basketball, in hockey, there isn't such thing as relegation. They get a pay package every single year. It doesn't matter where they finish. So at the end of the day, they're franchises, and I'm going to keep saying that word because that's what they are. Arsenal is not a franchise; it's a football club. And that's how it will always be.
Mate.
No, it's not. It's a
absolutely.
club.
That's the definition of what it is.
No,
it's more than just
club.
a football club. It's a
football
global
club.
brand.
So,
it's
at the end
more
of the
than
day, the way that franchises in America are run is different to England. Why do you think they wanted to bring the Super League in? Because they want to transfer football to the American structure of franchising. No relegations. Every single person, they would have.
That's what UEFA's doing now. What do you want about? Have you looked at the reforms? What do you want about? That's what UEFA's doing right now.
Can you get relegated in the Premier League?
Of course, in the Premier League, but in UEFA you can't.
Exactly. Yeah, but you're missing the point again. The Super League eventually would have got rid of the Premier League to the point where it's one single league, like how franchising
That's
works.
just simply
So
not
at the
true.
End of the day, it is true, bro. It is true, but you know, you're always correct. But
what's that noise? Yo, stop that! Stop that!
At the end of the day, yeah, we're not a franchise. You can sit here and say we are. You can sit here and say we're a business. We're not. We're a football club, and that's how we'll always be. And if you don't agree with that, then go and support another franchise, because we are a football club.
Mate, I've supported Arsenal probably longer than you, so I don't know how you're
nice.
Have that little point scoring fest that you
bro, get vibes FC's comments.
Bro, I don't care.
CK, what are you saying?
Than me, that means nothing to me. I don't care.
I'm good.
If you want to have that petty argument, bro, have that petty argument.
Yo, let's stop this. Let's stop this.
No,
yo,
one second, Egal. I want to just finish my point real quick. At the end of the day, football clubs such as Arsenal were not built by billionaire owners, which some of these American football clubs and franchises are. We were built by football fans, by normal, regular people back in the 1800s, yeah? That's how we'll always be. We're football.
You're doing a moral argument with billionaire owners. It's stupid.
Because I'm talking about something. I forgot I was talking to Sam Kroenke right now. I forgot about that. Sorry.
You're talking about billionaire owners.
Guys.
It's not a moral argument.
We need to have direction. Bring it back. We're going to be here for a little bit longer.
At the end of the day, guys, remember, my points don't matter because he supported the club longer than me. So just remember that, everybody in the chat. That matters now.
No, that's not what he means.
Remember that, bro.
This means don't say go support other clubs. That's kind of mean.
It's exactly what they did when I said Xhaka should leave. Not saying George did or CK did. But
no, I would never do that.
The fans that share the opinions do the exact same thing, Egal. So everybody sits here and says Arteta routers do it or Arteta inners do it.
Listen, my opinion is,
look, Egal, the only thing
my opinion is don't tell fans how to be fans.
Yeah.
But don't tell fans how to be fans. But you know what? If you have a difference of opinion, you can try to convince somebody of your opinion. But at the end of the day, the only person who's going to convince them of that opinion is the person that you're arguing about. In this case, the Kroenkes. I don't think the Kroenkes are going to change our opinions as fans. George, you feel like the Kroenke story has not been written in stone yet?
Josh.
So
only Josh. I don't
only
think
Josh's story has not been written in stone yet. So you know what? We'll wait and see. As long as Josh Kroenke's in charge and Kroenkes are still here, we're going to have to hope they can do something good. If they don't do anything good, we want them out.
Josh and both fuck off, dog.
We've been hoping for 15 fucking years.
Good.
Yeah, but Egal, the only thing I just want to do, because I think Gunnar Express brought up a really good point here, and it's not a matter of being right or wrong. I just want people, if you have a logic to your argument, and we can have a debate like adults. Like I don't agree with the idea of if you win or lose a debate, you're shit, or going to support somebody else's club. I think you're right, mate. Like we've got to stop that attack on social media because we're all fans. And at the end of the day, no matter how opposite me and Gunnar Express are, we both want what's best for the club. And at the end of the day, our opinions are backed because we love the club. And we can differ on how we get there, but that's the one thing that ties us together. And I don't think saying to leave or to support because you have a different opinion is the way to go. And that's not what Gunnar is saying, by the way, before the comments go mad.
Facts.
You know, he's just putting his opinion, and that's what it is. So, yeah.
CK, what you got to say about the whole thing?
With Daniel Ek.
Yeah.
CK, smile.
On Daniel Ek, I don't think that Arsenal fans will get what they think they will get from him, because a lot of Arsenal fans call him a savior and all this, and try compare him to like the Chelsea owner or the Man City owner, and he'll save Arsenal like that. But financially, he's not in the same league as them. Also, when people say to them, he doesn't have history in owning a sports franchise, he doesn't, because he's never done it before. He's never known how to own a sports franchise. And the people he's bringing in with him have all failed as managers or people higher up in sports anyways. They were great players, legends of the club, but when they went into management and stuff like that, all three of them failed. So,
can I add to you what you were saying?
Say that again.
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
Yeah, when you're finished, can I say something?
Yeah, I don't think Ek is the savior, and I think this summer will be the make or break for the Cronkies because the club is depreciating, being self-sustaining. So that means the only way for them to change around is to invest. Financially, that's the only thing they can do. And as businessmen, as we all call them, they'll definitely know that. So I see them investing this summer because it's either they invest because it will be dumb for them to sell when the club is at its lowest point. So they're definitely investing some, in my opinion, anyways.
Can I speak now?
Yeah.
Oh, who's playing now? Right, what you were saying that Ek doesn't know. You were saying that Ek doesn't know how to, never run a franchise and Berge doesn't know how to, but then Cronkies can't fucking run a sports franchise either because every team they run is shit. Because they clearly have no clue either.
Except for the Rams.
No, they turned around the Nuggets. They turned around the
The Denver Nuggets are a very good team.
And the Avalanche too.
I watch NBA a lot. Nuggets are a good team. Kyrgyzstan Jokic who just won MVP. But what have Nuggets done that is so special to make them known? They made playoffs, semis. They didn't win. Like Cronkies are not winners.
They could win this year. They could win this year.
Jazz is gonna beat them.
Yo, what are we saying?
Listen. All I want to say is,
this man.
Obviously, many fans are hoping for a Man City or a Chelsea. That won't happen. I think he'll get more of a Leicester model where he'll just have a well-run. He'll just want Arsenal to be a well-run club. You will see shrewd signings. You won't see 60, 70, 100 million pound signings each window. You'll see shrewd signings that Leicester do. You'll see those kind of signings. You see.
You're too close to the mic.
Why am I that loud?
Yeah. No, you're blowing into the mic.
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Yeah, I just want to say, just expect more of a Leicester model from Daniel Ek.
Yeah, but can I say something too?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're bringing in Ek, Henry, and Pat and Vieira and Berge. People who love the club. So Ek is a fan, so he watches the same shit as we do, and he feels the pain. You understand? So he wants to change, and if this is a change that will make us better, then we have to accept that because we can't trust the Cronkies. Maybe we can't trust him either, but we don't know yet.
So why can you trust Ek then?
Well, we don't know, but we know we can't trust the Cronkies. It's like you have to figure out. Okay, say you're with a girl, right, and the girl cheats on you. You can't trust her, but you go into a new relationship. You go into a new relationship not knowing, but you're gonna have to take that risk. You know the past girl you can't trust.
I hear that. I hear that. Yo, Aslan.
The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. That's all I'm saying.
You're the last person who hasn't spoken about this. Go,
bro. Can I just say, can we appreciate Ek's bald head, bro?
Look at it.
I got one of those here, though.
Look at it.
Look at that. I'm not one of them.
Look at that,
man.
Who fantasize the looks of the people.
Bruv, that head is glistening, bruv. The glistening, bruv.
Man's got a bald head.
Look at that.
Look with the whole Ek thing.
What? Where did that come from, bro?
That I saw it on social media. There was some guy,
like a Latin Malteser.
Anyway, so like, look with Ek, I believe that him getting on board our three legends, our three kings, is an absolute quality move, in my opinion, because getting them, him getting them on board, there's a connection with them and us fans, obviously. So if this does happen, and it's a big if, but when it does, like, I believe that he will run, or he will hire apart from our legends, he will hire more personnel behind the scenes in order for our club to be run correct. Because yes, look, the Kroenkes have officially had ownership in the last couple of years or so, but if we rewind from day dot, they've had a percentage. Like, we've fallen. Like, the facts are there, open and clear to see. So having Ek on board, I believe, would bring change. And I'm not sure who said that with him in charge, we'd probably go with like that Leicester model. Look, Leicester in the last 5 years, they've won the league and the FA Cup, and they've bought gems and sold them for a lot of money. And at the same time, by doing that, they've also recruited well again, and they're doing it this summer as well with identifying Samare and possibly Edward from Celtic. So, and the way we've been run, you know, allowing players to run down their contracts to the last year and giving them all the power, and, you know, not selling our valuable assets in order to reinvest, I'm all for it, you know, because the Kroenkes, they're richer. I believe it was CK that said, look, when it comes to being rich, there's levels of being rich as well. So X at a certain level, but the Kroenkes are a much higher level of being billionaires.
Can I stop you there, Aslan? I just want to shout out some people. Gunner Express, tell the people about your channel, bro.
Yeah, the Gunner Express on YouTube, man. Just check it out.
Yo, why are you not enthusiastic at all? You're like dead tired today.
Bro, because again, the players we're linked to, and I know it's rumours in that, bro, but it's fucking Arsenal, isn't it? Like,
he supports Arsenal.
we got the worst owner in the Premier League. We've got some of the worst players in the top 6. Yet we have so many good players that get wasted by the shit manager, who again is one of the worst in the league. And it's like we're pissing about with transfers again. It's like, oh, Xhaka's done for 22 million. So why the fuck isn't he out the door then? Guendouzi for 6 million, you're taking the piss. And now they're saying they're going to extend his contract to send him on loan to then sell him on a mandatory £10 million deal.
Guys,
get the
Gunner
deal
Express
done,
is
just get
40
rid of it.
likes away from getting to 400, 40 subscribers away from getting to 400. Get him over 400 today. And also, George and CK, tell them about your channel, guys.
Yeah, lads, it's just Ball Over Passion. If you like what we're talking about, just type that into YouTube and get there. I mean, we're growing slowly. Just started posting stuff. We got a good tacticals battle up kind of in the last, I don't know, couple days. And so if you're looking at how to look at tactics and stuff, we give you the tools. So yeah, that's basically it. But like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. I don't know.
Sean, what are you saying?
Sean, big up, Sean.
Big up, Sean.
Hello, how are you all doing?
We're doing good, Sean.
Good, mate.
What's
Good,
up?
mate.
I'm well, man. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Good to hear.
What do you want to talk about today, Sean?
Arsenal today.
Okay, what about Arsenal?
And oh god.
I love Sean.
The signings.
Okay, who do you think we're gonna sign?
Like Patrick Bamford.
Oh.
At striker.
Yep.
He's a good
Why?
To score goals.
There you go. You guys heard it here from Sean. Sean, breaking news from Sean. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good option, man. Why not?
My guy. That's Sean's moment. Yo, Ben, what are you saying? Ben's here also.
No, Ben. He's a Chelsea fan.
Ben's muted.
The Chelsea one?
Yeah,
Nah,
real
he's
quick,
not a Chelsea
Dizzy,
fan,
bro. Dizzy, what's he saying? I'm 3'6", bro. I ain't 3'6". I'm 6'1".
Man's calling you a hobbit, bro.
Yo, Dizzy kills me, honest to God.
Man called you a dwarf, bruv.
Bro, literally, man said I was 3'6" earlier, bro. And I'm like, what?
What? Where did that come from? Anyways, yo, people.
Man saying you're friends with everybody. We're friends.
Big up to everybody. Yo, let's just remember Daniel Ek. He could be the same.
Oh, raw, man. I could put your eggs on that head, bruv. That's a mad head, you know.
Professor Eck, mate.
Yo, enough about Daniel.
On a serious note, though, yeah, if Daniel Ek signs, he better be giving out Spotify Premium to Red members. I'm gonna be pissed, bro.
James Harden, what do you gotta say today?
For me?
Yeah.
I've spoken on stream. What do you mean?
No, you got closing remarks.
Oh, about Ek?
Everything.
Yeah, it was alright. Some shit rumors. But like, I know you do everything you can, all the content you can bring. So yeah. But yeah, it was good.
All right, what do you think? Do you think Kroenke's gonna sell? Okay, there you go. Realist.
Yo.
Are you awake?
Nah, man. I'm too tired, man. Arsenal got me stressed lately.
Oh, man.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
You know what's happened, man? You guys literally are just like,
deflated.
Yeah, like,
To be honest, I'm just vibing for the Euros.
But you know what's mad as well?
Turkey.
Gladbach ain't even signing any players, man. What's going on? Gladbach ain't signing any players, man. I'm pissed.
Mate, did you see the link to Thuram with Spurs? Are you worried about that?
Nah. He'll go
What,
Dortmund,
Fonseca?
No, Thuram. There's a link with RMC that Spurs are after Thuram.
He'll go Dortmund with Marco Rosa.
Listen, yeah. Underrated player, Alisson player.
So what's going on?
Bruv, where is this, man?
Bruv, what type of behavior is this, bruv? What's going on?
That's holding.
Yeah, you know what that was? You know what that was? That's when Holding sees. No, that's when the English players meet up in the at the English camp. And they're all shocked to see each other.
Oh yeah.
Well, bruv, since when has Holding or Chambers gotten into the England squad, bruv?
No, that's what would happen if they did get into the English
bro, I know an Arsenal fan who
squad.
genuinely thought Chambers should be in there, bro.
You see Saka? You lads see that video with Saka? That's crazy. It was so funny.
Yeah.
He's friends with all of them weirdos.
Nah, Jackie boy. That's his boy.
What?
Jack's his boy.
I know he's his boy, but that doesn't mean we're gonna sign him.
I didn't say that wasn't gonna sign him.
You know what's crazy? Bukayo Saka is going to play his way into this team. You know that? That's what's crazy. And the lad needs a break. And I was hoping he would just get there to earn the experience, kind of enjoy it. But that kid is gonna play his way into the team. You know that? It's crazy.
Bro,
Did you guys see his performance?
I already said it on the first 11 the other day. Saka's scoring 14 hat tricks, bro. We're winning it. Watch me right now. It's going to be right, bro. Yeah, bro. 14 hat tricks.
Man said 14 hat tricks.
14 hat tricks.
They're not even 14 games.
Isn't there like 8 games?
Man.
No. You'll get like
add 4 bicycle kicks as well.
No, you're losing to Portugal.
Right wing in that team, though.
Flip it up, yeah, bro. When the best right winger that England have, not Sancho, Saka, right? When he's
that's Saka right there.
And when he's lifting that Euros, as captain, because he has to get captain because he's that good. You come back to the stream and think, wow, bro, Gunnar Express was right, Saka's cheese, man.
Expect Saka for Ballon d'Or, bro.
Nah, but on an honest though,
he's still. But Egal, can I ask you something? Why doesn't?
I was kidding. Don't clip that.
Yeah.
Don't actually.
You say Saka is cheese?
No, I said no. Were you what?
No, Egal, I have a question for you though. Why doesn't Saka get the respect?
Hat tricks,
Nah, but on a serious though, I'm kidding about all that, but he still is the best right winger England have. Like,
why doesn't he get the respect that he deserves? Like, can we have a serious conversation here about this? Because
because our team is not that good.
No,
it doesn't matter.
No, it's just Arsenal tax.
But that doesn't matter. Like, I don't buy that because honestly, if you look at the facts right now, he's got the most goal and assist contributions from any U23 in the Premier League. That's above Foden right now, yeah? He's got the highest non-penalty XA and XG, which just means expected goals and assists, than anybody in the top 5 leagues. So as a youngster, why the heck isn't he getting the respect that he deserves?
You want to know
How
why?
does Mount or Foden get that?
Foden won the league, and he was in the Champions League final. Mason Mount was in the Champions League final. Mason Greenwood plays for Manchester United, which has a larger fan base.
He's so dead.
Mason Greenwood has a larger fan base. And you know what? Anyone who's backing Callum Hudson-Odoi... Anyways, let's
no, but bro, honestly, yeah. On real quick on Greenwood, right? I don't get the hype for that kid. He has great finishing. Don't get me wrong, brilliant with his finishing. But what else does he do? Like,
you do realize they did a valuation for the top.
Do?
You know, they did a valuation for the top posters, right?
He's worth more than.
Yeah, those evaluations were mad.
Yes,
like when you look at it,
Egal, you know the company that did that. They're the same people who put Xhaka in the team of the season. So it says it all, doesn't it?
No, but seriously, because why can't you appreciate a player whose team is doing poorly? Like, I did want to have like a greater discussion about that. I don't know if anybody else has some views, but why can't fans
Can you see one player doing poorly? You got Mount, Felix,
De Jong,
Alphonso Davies, Paredes.
De Jong was not good this season.
Have you seen De Jong's season this season?
Pedri.
De Jong. Is that Bruno Fernandes?
Yes.
Bruno
Miguel,
Fernandes.
what's those figures all about?
These are
the most valuable transfers.
CIES Football Observatory.
No way is Phil Foden worth 190. That's
you want to know how much they value Saka?
What I'll say quickly on the Phil Foden one is obviously no one's going to buy him, but if somebody was to buy him, it would be that much money because you got to look at it. He's a Premier League winner. He's on a massive
100%.
contract. He's an England international. Like his value is gigantic.
Wait, so where is Saka in that list?
He's
not on the list. It's bullshit.
Bruv,
look at
take this. Bruv, remove this. Bruv, remove this, please.
Dude,
he's better than 8 guys on that list.
Bruv, remove this, please, bruv. What is this rubbish?
Aslan, this company, this CIES, they put Xhaka in the team of the season for the Premier League. Bro.
De Jong was not class this season.
Bro, can you just go back and
let's go on their website. Let's go on their website.
No, but can you like read their?
This is the website.
This is the first time I've heard of this organization or company.
Now,
what are they like?
Yeah, they're bums. They're bums.
Let's see what they value Saka at. Okay, so this is the valuation page. Ask me to write in any player's valuation.
Saka. Let's see what they do.
It's gonna be. What should be like 50 mil? It'll be 50 mil. It would be 80,
90 to 120 mil.
Oh bullshit, bro. Bullshit. If he was 90 to 120 mil, they'd have sneaked him in
just
that
under
list.
200
left in his contract.
Greenwood's 179 million pounds, yet Saka's anywhere between 90 and 120.
Can you put Harry Kane? Put Harry Kane. What do they value Harry Kane at?
He's probably $1 billion.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, we'd be like 100 mil, 90 to 100 probably.
Premier League tax
age in
plus English tax.
It's age in it. It's age in it.
Was Haaland in that list?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was like 6th or 5th.
He was like second.
Wait, was Mbappe in that list?
No, he wasn't.
Oh my god!
This is what I'm saying.
Mate, this.
Mr. cost 40 to 50 mil.
Oh my fucking god!
That's not that bad, you know. Actually, that's not that bad for.
That's how much he's worth. I don't know why you men are crying.
No, but that's realistic though. That is realistic.
That's not that bad. That's not that.
Yo,
bad.
Kane costs less than Saka.
That's bull.
Oh.
Age, Egal. That's the only reason. Age and contract. That's literally it.
But Gunnar Express, he has a long-term contract. It can
in the
only
chat,
be age, right?
Search up.
Yeah, true. It must be age.
Someone said search up Mbappe.
Yeah, do it. Search up Mbappe.
Oh, Eddie and Ketia said someone.
If Mbappe is less than 100 million,
we don't need to see Eddie.
Eddie's gonna be literally. Look, he doesn't even took bro. Who was that? Eddie Salke.
Bruv, he's worth a happy meal, man.
You know what? On a level though, I think Brighton go for him. I've said this in the past. I think Brighton go for him, and we get a decent 15 mil.
His name doesn't even come up.
He's not listed. Oh my! Put Mbappe again.
Yeah, put Mbappe.
Okay, who else is there?
Mbappe. Put on Mbappe.
Okay, Mbappe.
I want to see another one as well. I've got another name after.
And Mbappe's not in that top 10 list.
No, he's not.
No, mate, it's bullshit.
Bruno, apparently,
shocking.
Just press searching.
No, but
you know what's mad?
Mbappe has 1 year left in his contract.
Bruno Fernandes worth more than Mbappe. Are you mad?
Bruno Fernandes.
No, but
he's so
Mbappe has
overrated.
1 year left in his contract.
Bruv, how
think
long
he's
has
still
this
over 100.
organization or this company been running for?
Bro, they have a ticker.
Or like since when have they been relevant?
Aslan, since 2013, mate.
200.
150
For
to
who?
200 for Greenwood. Fucking hell.
That's a Greenwood, right? Greenwood.
Jesus Christ.
59 got more than 60 mil.
Bro, if you're paying any more than £40 million for Mason Greenwood, you're mugging yourself off.
They're trying to make me subscribe. Okay, so Phil Foden's at the top. Rashford's 150 to 200. Haaland 150 to 200. They got Messi. Messi's
Egal.
91 million.
I've searched it up. Mbappe's is 90 to 120 million. So same as Saka.
Thibaut Courtois. What is that?
I actually kind of believe that Gunnar Express because he is last year of his contract.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason it's contract.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys
Mbappe's
see-
only got 1 year left at PSG.
Are you guys seeing the ticker?
He does.
He
Yeah.
has a year left, but
Who the hell is this
Neymar's
guy?
trying to convince him.
Who's this?
Pedri.
Right.
Yes,
Barca,
Pedri.
The
Pedri's
Barcelona
from
youngster,
Barca.
mate.
Oh,
He's
Barcelona
butter.
youngster.
Yeah, he's butter.
Wait a
150
second. Who do you think? So Ansu Fati, right? For me, he's only just better than Pedri. How much do you think he's worth? Albeit he's 18 and he has a contract till 20.
Yo, they got Mason Mount worth
He had an
100
injury
and
recently,
150
Can't
mil.
lie though, Ansu Fati might not play football
Mason
again
Mount,
after
look at that.
his recent surgery.
No, but this doesn't take into account the injury. This
Yeah.
is
Jadon Sancho costs the same price as Mason Mount.
So no injury?
no,
Are you
no,
asking
no,
like
no.
the ceiling,
Yo,
Gunnar
Gunnar
Express?
Yo, is that cap?
No, wait.
Wait.
Yeah, that's cap. It's contract.
No, but Green X, he's had
No,
two
so
failed
listen-
surgeries.
Oh
listen,
my
no, wait,
God,
listen,
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian
Egal.
Mbappe costs the same price as Saka.
No, Egal, it's contract. He's got 1 year left.
Injuries. No, I mean,
so-
what do you say?
Yeah,
so
I mean,
the value for
I
Ansu
guess that
Fati-
is a
let
factor.
me tell you this one.
Yo, Ferdinand Torres costs the same. What?
Let me tell you.
Egal,
wait,
just
wait,
take it
go on.
off.
Egal, let me tell you this one, right? So you got Ansu Fati, who I think is a bit better than Pedri. This is not taking into account injuries. He's 18. He's got a contract till 2024, and he plays for Barcelona. Again, it doesn't take into account injuries. How much do you think he's worth? I'll see it on this website.
Without
Bruv, have you
injuries,
seen
though?
his leg?
Yeah.
Yo,
Without
look at that.
injuries,
Look
without
at that
injuries.
cap.
His injury.
Without
100?
injuries. It's
He's
not
got to
taking
be close to
injuries into account.
Pedri,
Yo,
mate, without
You guys
injuries.
see this?
You have
You guys
to.
see this?
Nah, George, it's 50 to 70 mil.
Yo, Timo Werner.
That's crazy.
Ansu Fati had two failed surgeries, bruv. This guy's never played football
No,
again.
but he said the website doesn't
No,
take
it
into
doesn't
account
take into account the
injuries.
injury.
Yo, guys,
No.
this is cap. It has this. Vinicius Jr. is the same price
Bro,
as
he's
Mbappe.
so much fucking shit, dog. Like, he's one of the worst youngsters I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Egal, just take it off.
Bruv,
Werner
Vinicius
shouldn't
Junior
be 90
can't
mil.
finish, man.
Werner would even be 50.
He plays for Real Madrid. That's why Vinicius.
I've just checked this. It says with Saka, users, as in people who've looked at this, they've rated him higher in terms of value than what the website have.
Yo, look at
users
that.
think he's worth more than 90 to
Ashraf
120.
Hakimi, 90 to 120 mil. Are they
Nah.
dumb?
Yeah,
Bruv,
that's
Inter need money.
somewhat realistic.
Inter
He's
need
going
money.
fucking Chelsea, so.
They'll drop it down, like.
Marcus Llorente.
Jorginho Dest.
No, Dest is good. He's
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
not bad.
Chiesa for 90 mil. Fucking hell.
No. I can believe that.
No,
Look,
bro,
lads,
no,
like
no,
taking
no, no, no,
into
no, no, no,
account
no.
contracts, it still doesn't look, lads, like I understand what the comments are saying, but even taking into account contracts right now, some of those evaluations are kind of mad. How are you putting? Look, Saka and Greenwood have
You
similar
guys need to meet the
contracts.
criteria. Smart people. What's the criteria?
Look, if you guys look at those contracts, lads, even if you look at the length of them and you compare Greenwood and Saka, what they've done to date, including their contract length, those valuation differences don't make sense. So I don't really understand the argument. So
No,
yeah.
but people are
Anyways,
saying it's based on contracts. Okay, if it's based on contracts, the valuation still kind of
No, but Egal, if it's based on contracts, but we've said that. But again, Ansu Fati, explain that one to me then. If it's about contracts, he's what he was last year, one of the highest rated youngsters in the world, if not the highest rated. He's 18 years old. He's got a contract till 2024, and not taking into account the injuries and surgeries, he's worth 50 to 70 mil.
And he's not even on the list. He's not even on the list.
He's 18 years old, and he's one of the sauciest players that La Masia have probably ever had, and he's 18.
no, the Saka
Guys,
one
do me a
boggles my
favor.
mind.
Guys, do me a favor. If you can, just take 2 seconds out of your time, smash that like button. Let's try to get over 200 likes. Big up to everybody watching. Let me just go quickly through what we've gone through. we've gone through a lot, guys. We've gone through a lot. There's no need to go through everything, but we'll just go through we'll go through the cliff notes. Bellerin's leaving. Xhaka's leaving. It looks like Ainsley Maitland-Niles might be leaving. It looks like Smith Rowe is going to be signing a new contract. It looks like we're going to be targeting Ruben Neves as a #1 replacement for Granit Xhaka. And with Ruben Neves coming in, what does that mean for Bissouma? I think it means Bissouma's off the table at this point, guys.
No, it's definitely on the table for sure.
No, I don't think we're gonna get both.
I don't think we're signing.
I don't think Neves comes.
Yeah,
Neves doesn't come at all.
What happened, man? We have a power cut, yeah?
My light cut.
Don't get scared.
But you know who that is? That's Cronky coming for Egal because he knows that we're slandering him too much. He's trying to shut the stream down.
That's
made a Big Brother reference.
Saying, how dare you say that I'm not coming to Arsenal, bro?
Yeah, Neves is like, no, I'm not having this, bro.
Oh my god!
The Portugal game just finished against Israel. They lost 4-0. Did Israel? It was 4-0 Portugal. Fernandes scored twice, so all the Man United fans are going to be.
The only thing I want to let you know about Neves, because I wasn't here for that stream. You know, Arteta, no matter what you think of the manager, but he's clearly in charge of recruitment. You know, there's a quote that The Athletic made about it, so I'm just going to read that quote really quickly. For City or any top sides, it's obvious that you have to have great players who are going to bring you control of the ball. But in the Premier League, it's vital to have guys who will offer massive amounts of intensity and athletic aggression in key 1v1 moments. If you don't have that, then for however much you construct intricate play, the big beasts of the Premier League will eventually press you and rob you of the ball. Does that sound like Ruben Neves to you guys? No.
But then how about Tielemans?
What about Tielemans? That ain't him either.
I want Bissouma.
Tielemans fast? No. Is he strong?
No, that's
no.
Bissouma.
Is he athletic?
We don't want.
No, I'll be honest with you. Every time I've seen Bissouma play, I don't see that guy losing a 50-50 battle.
He doesn't.
And doesn't that align with the quotes that I just read from The Athletic? Like I said, lads, I think we need to understand the profile that we're after. I always tell you guys that Partey is not a DM. Can we stop with that kind of nonsense right now? He is.
Whoever says
Thiago.
he is
it's racist. Crazy. I'm gonna call it right now. I'm sorry. Like it's straight up. It is racist. Right. He's a conductor. It is. You know, in terms of saying Thomas Partey is a DM, and that's what you get from watching him. It's racist. It is.
So you're saying
he's not a DM.
Footballers have racial.
Dizzy just said he is. Dizzy just said he is a DM.
No, he's not a DM.
He's not, man. Relax, Dizzy. No, but then you can easily say that about Bissouma.
Yeah, Bissouma's not a DM.
In terms of not being a DM?
Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's not an out-and-out DM. In my personal opinion, Partey and Bissouma are just all-round midfielders. They can do all of it.
They can, but he was a central pivot, right? Like, look at how Brighton have used him, right? He's been used as the man in front of the defense. What I'm saying is, when you look at Thomas Partey, he's a conductor, right? He's got the most progressive passes and carries, just like Thiago. So when you're looking at like partnerships, you need your Fabinho, right? And I've compared Bissouma to Fabinho because he's really intense in the tackle. He's really great 1v1, and he's also a central pivot, right? So it's not that he can't do the other position. It's like Emile Smith-Rowe, right? Like, it's not like we're saying he's a left wing, but he's played there, right? He's a good player. He's versatile. But Thomas Partey is not your traditional DM just because he's big, strong, and athletic. That's kind of the point I'm getting at.
He's not a DM. He's not a DM because he does progress the ball, and he's one of the best dribblers in world football.
Best progressors, too.
Egal, real quick, because I need to go. I'm actually going to be on the first 11 to do their show at 10. So I think it's actually started, but I need to go, But one thing I'll say real quick, Bissouma's a great target in that. We'll go and get Florian Neuhaus, best midfielder in the fucking world, mate. See you in a bit, guys.
There you go. Go do your thing. But guys, we're gonna wrap up. We got Laurie here. Laurie joined us. Laurie, what are you saying?
Yeah, easy, man, easy. Just as I said, a couple of things just offline, but yeah, no, it's been a good show, man. Good stream. Nice to hear everyone's opinions on certain things happening. But we're Arsenal in it, so we never know what to bloody expect, man. As for the Eat thing, like it's as exciting as it can be. Again, we don't want to get our hopes up too high for that as well. We'd love to see it because we would see something happening, we would see progression and ambition, but do we honestly think the Cronkies are going anywhere?
No.
Debatable. I think they could end up selling if he offers 3 billion.
It's not impossible.
If he offers 3 billion, they would sell.
Yeah.
You think he has the means to offer 3 billion?
Man said, what about Isak? We spoke about Isaac. Did we not speak about Isaac?
You don't have to offer.
Egal, don't say anything because it's going to turn into a conversation that lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm just going to address the comments really quickly. By the way, Thomas Partey's DM shout was only back when they sold Rodri, and the season before that he wasn't. He was a box to box, and he's a versatile player. So the point is, he's not a DM just because he's going and running and making crunching tackles. He's far more like Thiago in terms of his stats. Just look him up. He doesn't compare to your DMs. He compares to your Thiagos.
So they can. So him and Basile.
Yo, guys, go to the first 11 after this stream and tell them EGTV sent you. And yo, big up to everybody who came on. Lord, I thought you were gonna come on earlier, bro. We've been on for 2 hours now.
I was on a call, man. I was on a call, innit? So
nah, it's cool. We're gonna wrap it up, guys. Big up to everyone who's come on. Right,
man.
big up to all you guys for coming on. Appreciate it. And yeah, let's just end it off.
Subscribe,
and let's just end it off how we started it, with that little montage video.
You don't need to chill in the comments as well, man. It's not that deep.
Yeah, and big up to everybody watching.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks for having me.
No problem, James Harden. I'm gonna just get everybody out, and there we go. So yeah, you guys already know Granit Xhaka looks like he's leaving. Ruben Neves looks like his replacement. Hector Bellerin could be leaving too. You already know Granit Xhaka was given the green light to go speak to Jose Mourinho and the Roma manager to find out more about him. Ainsley Maitland-Niles could be leaving the club also, with Saliba possibly being spoken about a loan deal. We spoke about Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Smith Rowe situation. 50 million for Ben White. What? You guys already know Isaac. Our thoughts, just rewind, you find that. And 35 million for this bloke? I don't think so. Carlos Neves, we didn't even speak about him, but you know what? Maybe another day. And look at that bald guy and the ugly guy. Yeah, anyways, the link's in the description. You guys already know. Go check it out, EGTV. Have yourselves a wonderful day, people. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here.